Okay.
And going into combat, my first roll, I used the app on my phone for Roll20. Can you guess what number I rolled?
Oh God.
Oh, a 1?
He's
20.
genocidal.
I'm just kidding. Yeah.
20. I blame
Like I said.
Roll20 for my problems.
I blame your elves for
You
being
are
genocidal maniacs.
I went High Elf Battle Mage, and for some reason, he is capable of killing things with a sword really good.
I mean, that is what a battle mage is supposed to do.
Level
I'm gonna
1.
say my horde is genocidal.
A level 1 Battle Mage.
Once again, it's in the name. Battle mage.
The upside is both me and Hicks died shortly afterwards.
Oh, damn.
Because 20 zombies with +5 to hit.
No,
Oh
skeletons.
God.
They had
And
long,
zombies.
they had longbows and spears, apparently, or swords, or whatever it is.
It was a party of 4.
yes.
Were you fighting?
Longbows and spears, the counter to literally any fucking army in existence.
Yeah.
And they had +5 to hit.
That,
At level.
yeah.
Longbows
hurt
and spears
bad.
only work against an army if you have a small army and they are weak.
They only work if you have
Mm.
Have enough
+5 to hit
bodies to
against
just
level
throw into
1s.
them, it's fine.
Tell that to my Total War Warhammer tactics.
I mean,
our
like
entire
God, you do realize that the only reason Britain is because the English longbows were fuck-ass overpowered, right?
Yeah.
the thing is though,
Wait,
is you had to
You
keep in mind
That's why
we
I
were
said
a
if you
party of
have enough
casters.
bodies, it should be fine.
We had 3 casters and a paladin versus longbows with +5 to hit.
Yeah. That's like putting a laser sight on your longbow.
Yeah,
It's
they had to roll a
fucking-
5 to not hit some of us.
Yeah.
I had to roll
Yeah.
a 6 to hit me.
Jesus.
Yeah, there was the DM was kind of surprised, or he tried to play it off as being surprised, but I was sitting there and I did the math. I was like, "There's no way in hell they're not going to hit us."
Leather armor.
Level 1 casters versus, I want to say it was 20
15 to 20.
skeletons.
15 to 20.
Jesus.
On top of that, there were 3 NPCs that were there supposed to be fighting. They stopped fighting upon us arriving and just stood there and let us fight.
That's okay, that's a failure on the DM.
Yeah. That
Yes,
is.
I kept bringing it up, and he said, "Sorry, we ran out of mana."
You don't
They
need
were-
mana to swing a sword, retard!
They were
Yeah. They were paladins, but even then, they can swing a weapon.
They were
Exactly! That's the main point of paladins, is, oh yeah, I can cast smite, but I can also cast hammer!
Have you played World of Warcraft by chance?
No, I fucking hate WoW.
Yeah, they can't do much when they ran out of mana, but even then, that was no excuse because you can still auto attack.
That is so retarded. Wait, are you doing
WoW.
a D&D thing set in WoW, or?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's why we were mad at the start because he's like, "Oh, we
Oh.
ran out of mana." We're like,
You still
can
have fucking melee. You might not be able to
Yeah,
cast
yeah.
spells, but
Last time
hey,
I
a big
checked,
ass
melee
fucking hammer
shouldn't-
is still gonna break someone's bones.
Yeah,
You
last time I
dumb
checked, you
chicken
shouldn't need
fucker.
to.
I'm gonna use
So
that
how
against
do you feel
Chris from now
now,
on.
Higgs? How do you feel now, Higgs, after having others judge the scenario?
I'm alive, I don't care.
Apparently, they ran out of mana for combat, but somehow had mana to res people after combat.
That's not how that works, but okay.
They popped their abilities.
You realize,
They drank some of their spring water.
Why
What the
couldn't
fuck
they have
the
done
bird
that
bat?
during the fight?
You're not allowed to drink spring water in combat.
That's retarded. I can drink healing potions in combat. Why can't I drink water?
you can do that
Because
in
water
WoW.
water is an overtime heal. Yeah, but you're gonna
Yeah.
get smacked in the fucking face and forced to stand up.
No, you can drink fucking healing potions in combat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you can.
He also
But they
you
were
can
level
drink
5.
mana potions in combat.
They were
Chris was
level
just
5.
being a
Yeah!
dick.
None of their quest rewards we're high enough to get potions yet.
Your DM is a shit.
Yeah, he is. We are
I
aware
wanna-
of this.
I want to fucking smack him.
You will not be able to.
I
He's
don't
out
care.
here.
I'm going to find a way.
Welcome to how I felt when my
I do
grandpa
not
was
vibe with
playing
your
video games.
reality and substitute it with my own.
Find a
Look.
way to get to Germany, I suppose.
right,
Legitimately, when my grandpa ran a D&D game, we ended up fighting nearly 50 orcs at level 2.
Nice.
Possible.
What? Are you? Is this the Black Crusade?
No, normal D&D, base rulebook.
What?
50 orcs against like 4 party members at level 2 because
That
we ambushed one of their patrols, so they retaliated.
okay? Like
A patrol of
If the
40 men? That's not.
No.
That's
We
not a
ambushed
patrol,
like
that is a
earlier in the
march.
game. No, earlier,
That's
like
not
the
a
session
patrol.
before,
That
we
is
had
not.
ambushed.
that is
like a
not a
group of, like,
patrol.
8
That is a
orcs.
raiding party. That is a full-on
Okay. Let me fucking
military
explain,
movement.
please. Let me clear what I meant. Earlier, we had ambushed a party, like a scouting party or patrol of like 4 to 8 orcs. Well, like, okay, because we were on the road and we were trying to get to these outposts that the people of this town were trying to get supplies to. And when we were making another circuit to go to another place, the orcs had basically set up an ambush with basically a raiding party.
That's
It's Brigand. What?
You're telling me that their patrol had used bait to ambush an ambush.
No.
I
Actually,
think what
kinda,
Candy's
yeah.
saying is that as a response to the ambush of the orc patrol, the orcs
They
set
got
up their own ambush with 40 orcs.
Yeah.
But you're telling me they
That's-
ambushed an ambush.
No.
Yes. No, they ambushed a supply caravan. They didn't ambush another ambush. They set up an ambush to ambush Candy's party after they had ambushed the scout patrol.
That's what I'm saying. They ambushed
No,
an
they didn't ambush the ambush. They ambushed the ambushers. Who were not in an ambush. They were taking supplies.
That is the same sentence.
No, it's not. Ambushing an ambush is ambushing an ambush. Ambushing the ambushers is ambushing the
You're gonna
people who
get
caused
muted
the
so fast.
ambush.
You're gonna get muted so fast. The amount of times I've heard ambush is enough for 5 years.
You put,
I've
that's the
said
same
the
fucking
word
thing.
so much it feels weird. I've
Okay,
said-
so
you
I'm
ever say a word so much it hurts your brain?
We're missing whack.
Yes.
Yeah, we're just missing the
of course we are.
bird.
Well,
As
said he
usual.
might not be able to make it.
He did.
Oh
say that.
yeah, he did say he might not
yeah.
be here. Fucking bird.
Oh god.
I mean, we did manage last week.
Okay, that's actually kind
True.
of a cool image.
Well,
But
What do you mean we
like
managed?
on
We
the
had
comment
someone
of
die.
Black Crusade. On the
the
comment
healer's
of
the
Black
only
Crusade.
one who dies. It's a successful session.
What do you want about?
Ah.
What do you want about?
What are you talking about?
Said the healer's the only
Deacon,
one to go down. It's a successful session.
What are you,
Oh,
so what are you talking about, Deacon? Any news?
on the topic of mentioning Black Crusade and 40 orcs, 40 orcs would rip a Black Crusade party to shreds.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it would.
Oh yeah.
That is literally a fucking rocks fall, kill everybody move. Unless you're running like a full squad of Space Marines with like really good power armor and some good fucking mutations.
Yeah.
Maybe a psyker.
Maybe a psyker, but they're
Maybe, but
Chaos
Psychers and Black
Psychers and
Crusade
normal
are
Psychers are
very
notoriously
unstable.
unreliable. And like if you do have a Psyker, you have a 50-50 chance to summon demons who hate the enemy, and a 50-50 chance to summon demons who hate you, and a 50-50 chance to summon both.
So
Or
what
Playing
you're
a
saying
Psyker
it's
is
like
essentially shooting
tabletop
yourself in the
fantasy
foot.
Mages.
No,
and
I'm
also
saying
you have
playing a Psyker is shooting yourself and your entire party in the fucking foot.
And also,
also
there's
like
a
using a
pretty high chance
plasma
that
rifle,
that
man.
Psyker might explode into
Yes.
a warp gate.
If I can't play
Also
a psyker, I'm gonna
that.
grab a plasma rifle then.
Actually, yeah, plasma rifles are pretty good.
There,
Unless you
yeah.
roll high, then you're gonna blow the fuck up.
Yeah, that's
look,
why.
I actually have a plasma
Me,
pistol that
knowing
has
me,
a
I'm
that
gonna roll
has
high.
has a full auto mode.
Oh yeah, Candy's got a plasma pistol built into her arm and it shoots full auto.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
Because that's a
It-
fucking thing.
it goes burnt. It literally it has single shot, set burst shot, and then burnt.
Meanwhile, I've got an arm made of a gun that's literally just disintegration the spell.
I'm
Ghost
so
Slayer
glad
go
they
Bert.
that ended up replacing their normal arm.
Do you know how hard it is to do fucking anything without a hand?
I always thought
I have a battle axe for a hand.
Do you know
I
how
can't
hard it
eat
is to
soup.
Some
masturbate?
mornings he forgets, okay?
You don't forget after
I
the
don't
first
know
time.
why. So whenever I look at
Some
a
mornings
plasma
he
player,
forgets.
always
he tries
has
to
like
reach out and
these.
grab that glass of water with the axe.
Yeah.
Like whenever I see
Bad
the
face.
plasma flare, I'm always like thinking that he could use the like little points at the end as like fingers. It's like a claw.
Yeah, there are fingers, they're little grabby things, but they're shitty. It's like trying to grab something with a dreadnought's hand.
Oh god.
Grab
you're
lots
right.
of things.
You've seen it
Guardsmen,
try and grab an
knobs.
Eldar. I know you have. You've
No,
seen
yes,
the
I
Dawn of
have.
War trailers.
Yes, I have.
You can
Yeah,
grab
you've
lots of
seen
things
what
with
it's
a
like when a
dreadnought's hand.
dreadnought tries to grab something.
You can
It's
grab
not pretty.
people, orcs, Eldar.
Yes, but when you're a member of the Adeptus Mechanicus, whose job is maintenance, examination of highly sensitive alien artifacts,
Just wave
and
your hand over it
maintaining
and
your
pray
own
to the fucking Omnissiah.
maintaining your own highly sensitive gear,
Wave your hand
Sure.
over it and pray to the Omnissiah. There you go.
that doesn't work when it gets shot by an orc.
Yeah.
Apparently
or
it does
Beastman in
for the
this
fucking
case.
Mechanicus, because if you
Oh,
take
yeah,
that apart,
Beastman.
that's techno heresy.
Well, there's a reason my guy's
Well-
a heretic.
Well,
There you
okay, you have to
go.
remember that that Deacon plays a heretic who got market guarded by a beastman.
Yeah, my arm got fucking chopped off, so I had to
There is
replace
a
it with a Gauss
beastman.
flare.
Because we were fighting a bunch of beastmen. He was this guy was the last one left.
He
He
pulled
looked at
a
his
fucking
rocket
rocket
launcher.
jump and chopped my arm off.
Yes. he
Okay,
rocket jumped, pulled
40K
out a
space
shovel, and landed a crit.
Yeah, he pulled
Not
out. No,
dismembered
it
by a
wasn't a shovel. It was a big ass fucking cleaver.
No, I thought it was a
Okay.
shovel.
If God had wanted you to live, he would not have made me.
No, that would have.
Doesn't
Okay,
matter.
if it was a shovel, I'm going to punch Tex in the face because my character is a Krieger.
Yes.
That's bullshit.
Yes, I remember. Your
Getting
character's
his
the
arm
son of a
chopped off
Krieger.
by a fucking shovel. A Krieger.
You can't be a Krieger
your-
and a member of the Omnissiah at the same time. That's not how that works.
You can when your father is a commissar general and your mother is an adeptus biologus magus.
No, not as a Krieger. Your duty is to die.
Well, he
I
wasn't
mean, I
exactly
didn't-
born with
he
the
was
not wrong.
inbuilt.
He wasn't. He's not from the Vita wombs. He's a.
And you're not a Krieger.
He
Yeah,
technically
Kriegers are
he is.
born
He's got Krieger
naturally, you do
genetics and he
realize
was
that,
raised
right?
on Krieg. He has Krieger genetics from a Krieger commissar general.
All I know is this is about a couple letters away from being really offensive. I don't know shit about 40K.
Ah!
Nice.
So-
I only know fantasy.
There's quite a few fantasy
Oh,
elements in our
based.
RPG. game.
Lizardmen are the best.
Huh?
For the Empire.
Lizardmen and
Oh,
Skaven are the
Sigma.
best, and I
Yes,
will
yes,
fight you on
consume
this.
product man thing.
Skavens are my favorite. Daniel hates
Consume
Skaven.
warpstone
Skaven.
man thing.
There are no existence of ratmen. They are not real.
There are
Yeah,
no
there are.
Skaven on the
There are no Skaven under
What's the name of
Uberstrike. They are not real.
Candy. What's the name of our ship?
The painful caress.
Yeah, there are no Skaven in the painful caress. Shut up. Yeah, our
Skaven are
DM's a
so
fucking
bad, though.
psychopath, and he added
It would be
Skaven,
unwise
Warpstone, and
to anger the
Beastmen
witch
from
hunter.
Fantasy into fucking 40K. So now I have to deal with my character regularly being forced to talk with the Great Horned Rat.
Yeah, there
Hey,
you
how
go.
do
I'm
you think
fine
I
with
feel about that? I have to as well.
I'd be happy with that. I
Perfect.
would be Skaven instantly.
No.
Well, you have to also
Heskins
remember,
hates
I
the
just
gods.
made a big titty bimbo Skaven into my personal assassin Satari.
I'm scared.
You should be.
Yeah,
I
dude.
don't want to be a part of that campaign. I don't want to be a part of that campaign.
You should. It's fucking chaotic as fuck. Our
I
DM
don't-
is
I
a
don't-
literal psychopath.
I don't
It's
want
it's
to be a part
amazing.
of
Is
that
not
campaign.
chaotic.
No, I'm lawful good, just neutral good and chaotic good.
Why do I continue
I mean-
getting DM'd
I don't know.
in fucking WoW chat, Daniel?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking, I'm
You're not a
female.
guild, are
Yeah.
you?
No, I am, but I'm assuming female named Divine Girl
Ah!
whispered me, "I can help you."
Oh
What the
god.
fuck?
Bitch, I'm questing. No simp hours.
No sim powers.
I
Base.
have
What
to
the
get my
fuck?
grind on.
I sent you that
Oh,
TikTok, didn't I,
God.
Daniel?
Which one?
Gorich.
Guys who don't cheat, what you doing right now? Well,
Yeah,
you see,
yeah,
what we're doing
yeah,
here today
yeah,
is
you did.
I'm trying to grind these emblems of frost so that I can replace these gauntlets with better tank gear, so my friends stop bitching.
Yeah, you did send me that.
I love that.
I'm
I'm so happy I made that.
I'm
there's
just playing
also
Pathfinder, dude.
oh yeah, how are you enjoying that, by the way?
Wrath of Righteous is good as
Pathfinder?
shit. Deus lo volte.
How far
Yeah.
have you gotten in?
I'm playing Wrath of Righteous, and I got to the first river fort. The Hell Knights are
Okay, so
asking me for help.
you are on the above screen or above map view.
Yeah. Yes, I am.
hate that stuff.
I have gotten to the campaign part. The fucking
Crusade.
If Pathfinder was just what they started it as, I'd be fine with playing Pathfinder. I don't like the over the map stuff.
they add. Yeah, they added like what's that game that Seth is talking about all the time? Fucking
Who?
Seth Tzintach.
I know what
The
you're talking
fucking-
about.
Hold on. I need to.
I know what you're talking about.
Why the fuck is it so hard to find a single goddamn video?
I'm trying to find a quote from him for like 2 years.
Might and Magic. They added like
Oh.
a Might and Magic combat system into it.
Oh yeah, I know. I don't like it.
I do. Hey dude, you want
I-
to know a cheat?
I like
Archers.
the old
Spam archers.
Archers
No,
all the way.
I know. I played Might and Magic. Archers and Undead were busted.
No, I mean
Fucking-
like in Path of Righteous
Oh,
or
yeah.
Pathfinder Wrath of Righteous. Just spam archers.
I found out in the hour I was on the overhead map, and then I said, I fucking hate this.
I like it. You can turn it off in the settings, you know.
So I can just make it normal
Yeah.
Pathfinder, like how they started.
Kind of. Like,
I
I think the third act, once you get to Dresden, is where you get the more city management and outpost management stuff, like in Pathfinder
can-
Kingmaker.
I can deal with the city manager. I just don't like. See, my
But
thing
yeah,
with Pathfinder-
you can edit the difficulty to turn down like to make the crusade stuff all automatic, so you don't have to worry about that.
See, but then the AI is gonna be an idiot.
No. There are crusade specific difficulty options.
So just AI and then easy.
I mean, like, no, I mean, like, you can just have, like, crusade battles are automatic. You don't have to worry about any of that. And still have, like, the normal, like, fucking,
Last
the
time I made
normal combat
strategy
and gameplay
combat-
stuff as, like, hard.
Last time I made strategy combat automatic, armies have died for no
mean-
reason.
I mean, yeah.
Total War Warhammer 2, I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
Tell me why
if you're-
20 Dragon Ogre Shaggus lose to just 2 stacks of Empire. Not even good Empire, just trash.
Because the auto resolve is racist.
How are you?
Bullshit.
How is Total War 3.
No, it
chicken rice.
literally is. It is literally racist.
Are you talking about the Order Tide?
No, I mean also that, yes. But like Skaven, fucking Mandalore talked about it in his video. He went up against like Wood Elves as Skaven. Auto Resolve said he'd lose. He only lost like 20 units, and that's because he mortared his own troops.
Well, yeah, I know I can play a lot fucking better than the Auto Resolve says.
Yeah,
I know
But, like-
1000% of the time I can not lose a single unit when they're like, "You're gonna fucking lose. It's a decisive defeat." I'm like, "Bitch,
yeah.
watch me."
Auto resolve is legitimately just for those times where like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna fucking steamroll these guys. I don't have
Yeah.
the time to fight through this
But-
battle, so I'm just
but
gonna auto resolve.
I've done auto resolves like that, and I've lost Shaggus, like full Dragon Ogre Shaggus, and I was like, "What the fuck was in in their army?" It was like two
you know
units
you
of
can
halberds,
check.
and I'm like, "Please don't tell
you
me
know-
they fucking died to that."
Varlich, you know you can check like which units you're gonna lose if you decide if you auto
No, I'm
resolve,
talking
right?
about way old school, way more old school. The fucking
Oh,
original
back when it
stuff.
first came out and stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't played there. I
Like,
started
they
when
would-
like Ikit came out.
They would pull that shit off, and fucking, you'd be like, "Oh, auto resolve. It's fucking one stack of just Empire trash. I have a full 20 bomb of fucking Shaggus.
Yeah,
Easy steamroll.
but-
I lose
yeah.
a Shaggus.
Order Tide is
What did they
is
die
fucking
to?
bullshit.
What did they fucking die to? Bro, don't even get me started, because fucking, on fucking Legendary, you don't even have to hit turn 70 until the
Yeah.
Order Tide is formed.
Yep.
And I will be sitting there, I'm starting to finish up the second stack of fucking Doom stack of Shaggus. And fucking I got Carl Franz over here already level fucking 25. He has all of his secondaries. He has half of the Empire Confederated, and I'm like, "How? You literally can't do it this fast in the game if I'm playing Empire."
Because the AI cheats.
It very much
I know
does.
they do, and it makes
It
me mad.
literally does. I know. I fucking hate it. There is nothing worse in a game than when the AI cheats so fucking hard. It's one of the reasons I don't like Age of Wonders Planetfall, because I love that game. I love the customizability of the units, but playing at higher difficulties, I reached a point where I literally could not continue my turn because the AI had so many units. The AI had a turn that lasted a literal hour. I could not
What
do
is this?
anything. It was so bullshit. I hated it.
My Death and Decay is switched. What the fuck? Corrupts the target ground, causing 445 shadow
If
damage.
you guys are all ready, we can go ahead and start.
Yeah.
Like, we got a lot
Yeah,
of
I'm ready.
to go through today.
So I was
Yeah,
just
I'm ready.
asking Rice how games I got him. were
I just
playing.
gotta pull my
So,
stuff
Oh
because-
yes,
up.
I
One
am.
second.
I am
Yeah,
very
I'll be right-
much enjoying Wrath of the Righteous. I
I'm ready for
actually like
start.
everything. I
I-
still need to finish Kingfinder though, or Kingmaker.
I'm very glad that you
Kingmaker.
like them, baby.
Bernie, you
Yeah.
got your stream all set up and
Yeah,
everything.
it's
good?
been going for like the last
Okay,
half
cool.
hour.
All right. So we last left off with you guys finishing your escort side quest to Foothills
Yep.
from Harbor. You got your 200 gold.
Which we equally split up.
Yep. And
I thought we
Now
got a lot
you
more from
are-
that, but oh.
Yeah, it was 200 to split up between us all.
Oh yeah, we all got to okay.
Yeah.
I also
So
grabbed some supplies to make a crossbow for Sarah. Because she had
right.
Yeah, because she wanted
so-
a crossbow.
Varlich, you're home essentially.
Mhm.
This is your hometown. This is where you were born, raised. You're very familiar and intimate with the layout of the city. Verna, you've maybe been here once or twice.
Yeah, I figured.
But not enough times that you would be like, oh yeah, if we go right at this first intersection, we'll find such and such.
Yeah, I've only been here a few times, and those were usually on diplomatic missions.
Mm-hmm. The one thing that you do know for sure though is that the longhouse up here is where the high four would most likely be.
All right.
It's about a 2-hour trek from the gates because you got to go up
Yeah.
the cliff that's here.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I think about it, we probably should have sent some sort of message ahead, but for none of you.
Mm.
Oh,
So you guys are able to do kind of whatever you want. You can stay as a group. You can divide, conquer, split up, do whatever.
I'm cool with whatever.
I actually have an idea. I'm gonna go look around the shops and see if I can find some rope.
Okay. That would be this strip of buildings down here. This is like the market street where like
All right, cool.
goods, wares, services.
It is perfect.
Where would be a good place for me to be able to forge the crossbow, to make the crossbow?
That would be up here where all of the smithing and fletching and armoring and all that takes place.
All right.
What's this big one in the middle?
That's the longhouse.
That's where the lords are.
Oh, okay. Is there like a bar or something? Can I just go to a bar for a while?
There's a tavern.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to a
Right,
tavern. I don't
right.
really have anything to do in this town right now. Cool. That's where I am.
It is about midday, so you
Day
guys are
drinking.
day drinking, whatever. But you know, this is like right after you guys finished your quest, your little side quest.
Why did we come to this
For-
town again? Can someone remind me?
We're here to
We
see
were
the four
transporting
lords.
exotic and rare foods and meats here.
And
Right,
we're
was this
also
our
here
final
to
destination?
see the four.
Yes.
The four lords.
Yes.
Yeah,
Vernon
we
needed
were
to talk
taking
to
it
the
from
high
harbor
floor.
to Crossroads and then up to the foothills. Or
Which is
through
here.
Crossroads.
Because Verna needed to talk to someone?
Yeah,
Not my
Yeah,
high floor.
she needed
Okay.
to talk to the high four here.
But first, I want to make your crossbow because I know you really want that.
Yay!
So Verna, for that, roll me. You have smithing tools, right?
Yep.
Roll. Do you have woodworking tools?
Unfortunately, no. That's actually
Okay.
one of the few tools I haven't been able to pick up.
So
That will be
roll,
needed to be fixed.
roll me a flat d20 for woodworking to like get like the handle and everything for the crossbow.
Okay, rolling right now. That is a 18.
Okay. You get a pretty solid base for your crossbow, and then go ahead and roll smithing.
Knitting. $19.
Yeah, you get a solid crossbow. There's next to no issues with it. In fact, you make it so well that it's a +1 off of making it.
Oh, wow. I don't even need to. Well, I can still put like repeating shot or something. But it wouldn't add on. So. Like, I could put repeating shot on it so she doesn't have to worry too much about ammunition. But I wouldn't add another +1 to it. because of how the upgrades.
I will be right back. I gotta go deal with my dog.
You're fine.
All right.
Understandable.
So, Vernat, how does the repeating shot work exactly?
Hold on. I will actually link it.
Perfect.
You don't consume ammo. Fine.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't think you. I think it's just you don't consume ammo.
Yeah, it will automatically create a piece of magical ammunition if you run out. If you you don't already have any ammo.
Okay.
So no matter what, you're gonna have magic. You're gonna have something
Okay.
with magic.
So you
there.
still have to reload reload it like normal.
Kind of.
Yeah, you still have to knock it and put
Yeah.
a bolt
But
in.
it will
but-
always. But
Cool.
you could knock it back and it will magically appear.
Cool.
Or
Okay.
bolt.
Yeah. You're not gonna
Is it-
ever
I'll check.
run
I'll
out
wait
of
to see if
ammo.
it's a +1.
He already said it's a +1. But I can still put repeating shot on it. It won't gain the +1 bonus from repeating shot. It will still be a +1. Because if I remember correctly about how these work, I can't +1 already a +1. It doesn't stack up. I might be remembering. Yeah. Okay.
Voice connection.
What was that? Okay.
Voice connection drop. Don't worry.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Hey, cool. It seems like we all had issues.
Yeah. That was really weird.
Anyways,
Oh.
cool. So Vernie, you successfully make a +1 crossbow.
Yep.
Is that who is that trying to buy rope again?
Me.
Okay.
That was your boy.
Yeah, you're
Thank you,
able to buy.
Tucker.
How much rope are you trying to buy?
How much would about 100 feet cost?
Oh wow.
Oh shit.
That's a big crossbow.
You don't use rope for a crossbow. There's not enough. There's not enough tensile strength.
That's a big crossbow.
There's not. There's
You
not
do
enough-
use rope for a ballista, though.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a big
but
crossbow.
but not crossbow. Ballistas are completely different in how they operate.
Ogres would beg to
Mm.
differ.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Make me
I'm
nerd.
still mad I can't play my ogres.
Hmm.
I haven't bought it yet.
Dude, the ogres are fucking fun.
I bet.
Rice
wanna
actually
try
came to
Skaven
me
versus
and
ogres.
brought up how he wanted to get it. I'm like, well, I can get it for you.
I want to try Skaven versus ogres
Okay,
and have an army of
so,
bulls charge straight into my squire
according
gazelles.
to
Hmm?
D&D Beyond, 50 feet of rope is 1 gold piece.
Okay, so that would be 2 gold pieces, and then there's like 6 of us.
Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12 gold. All right. Cool. 100 feet of rope for each.
Oh wow.
Okay, cool. That is going to be 120
12
pounds.
gold. Yeah, 120 pounds of rope. 120 pounds. Okay. How much would only 100? How much would 100 feet of rope weigh?
100 feet of rope weighs 20 pounds.
That's really heavy for some fucking rope.
It's hemp and rope.
Yeah.
Ah.
It's
Okay.
good, sturdy, thick rope.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Fair.
All right, well, if it's
thinking when he made yourself thick.
all right, well, if it's good
Well,
quality, then we probably won't need
scrumdiddlyumptious.
that much. So, honestly, 100 feet of rope, just 1 unit of it would probably be good. Unless Soul is planning to be a bastard and drop us all down a pit.
Hopefully not.
You never know with him. Mr. fucking Mummies against a level 1 party.
Sarah, is there? You go to the tavern. Is there any sort of drink specifically that you want?
Something with a kick, like Fireball-esque.
Oh my
Okay.
lord.
You're drinking Fireball whiskey. We just got into town and you're drinking
Oh
Fireball
god,
whiskey.
no.
We
Early
had
to
it.
start
Not like
drinking.
that Fireball. Completely different.
Never too early to start drinking.
Midday. Oh, no, not
Not-
that Fireball.
Not
Shut
that
up.
Fireball,
No.
please,
Never
no.
too early.
Again.
Uh,
I'm so
Fireball.
fucking confused.
It's never
you
too
don't
early.
You have to.
know.
Okay.
It's
Some
never too early.
explanation.
Sarah,
I'll give
I'm
context
Yeah.
gonna
after
need
the
a
session.
D4 roll from you.
Oh god.
Oh no!
God,
Oh,
can
no.
I explain to
Deacon.
Deacon about the magical drinks?
Shouldn't that be a Constitution save?
I got a 3.
Depends. Can you cast a fireball?
You have a delicious cinnamon whiskey made with a touch
Oh
of
my
fey
God.
magic. The bartender says this is a fairy fireball. You down it, right?
Mhm.
No.
And immediately start having uncontrollable hiccups.
Oh
Oh,
no.
no.
Oh lord.
For the
Oh,
next
no.
Course it's
3
from the Fae.
hours, you're gonna have uncontrollable hiccups. With each hiccup, a small cloud of shimmering breath is released.
Oh.
Love it.
So you have stank breath.
I'm
Oh
here
no.
for it.
You got stank breath.
She has
Visual
magic breath.
stank breath.
Worth it.
Oh Jesus! Why are all of you people alcoholics?
I'm not an
Don't look
alcoholic.
at me. I don't drink.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Anything else anyone wants to do or get done or look for? Verna, you are in like the hub for weapons, armor, arrows.
I get. Actually, so while I'm here,
There's a lot of really large forges. It's very hot there, even like for your like metal skin.
Well, I will say that I'd want to kind of see if I could be able to learn some woodworking from some of the people who are making arrows and stuff like that. So I can be able to work it, so I can be able to do better in the future.
Okay. Yeah, one of the Fletchers offers to train you for about an hour for like 25 gold.
Deal.
Okay. Yeah, so go ahead and put woodworking tools into your inventory
Oh yeah.
and proficiencies. And that's how you spend the next hour. Sarah, if you want, you can go ahead and roll another 3d100 and just tell me what those numbers are.
3D100. Oh boy. All right. Hold
Oh
on.
no. Oh
3D
no.
100.
Oh
That's a
no.
12.
Oh
Okay.
God! This
Alright.
isn't gonna be good.
Oh boy.
Hopefully
You
this
said
won't
you got a
be.
12?
I don't want another nuke.
Please.
God.
Did
No,
We
you say
I
you
haven't-
we don't want
I
another
haven't said
situation
anything
where he
yet.
spent
Okay.
where he spent an hour trying to figure out if the burb would survive a nuke by the Dragonborn.
Jesus Christ.
Remember that story I told you about, Rice? About
Hold on.
the us trying to figure out the burb survived a magical explosion by
Yeah.
yeah, we don't want another one of
Yeah.
those situations.
My
Listen-
most
Yeah.
upvoted Reddit post for D&D stories.
Jesus
all right.
Christ.
Oh no.
I got a 94,
Oh no. That's
a
high.
47, and a 21.
Oh,
So,
High or
no.
low,
Get
it's
the fuck
still
outta
not
here.
good.
oh, all right,
High or
cool.
low, it's
So
still
the
not
first
good.
thing with a 94, the bartender comes up and says, "This is the Tiamat." Before
no.
you
Oh, no.
see 5 different shots,
that's
one
convenient.
for each color of the different heads. You got the first one is black and real syrupy, so it goes down kind of like.
It's like
Uh,
maple syrup.
It's like Jaeger. It's like straight Jaeger.
Yeah. The
Jaeger.
second one in line is blue, and it makes your face feel all tingly.
Ah,
You've been
electricity.
drugged.
The third one is literally on fire.
Ah,
Nice.
Sounds like
Followed by a
Texas.
nice, refreshing minty green one.
Ooh.
that's probably acid.
No, it's
That's probably
nice
the
and
frost.
minty.
Oh,
And then the last
sure
one,
resemble
the white
acid.
one, you drink, and as you touch the shot glass, your fingers get a little frosty.
Oh, that's the frost track.
And when you
there
hiccup,
it is.
next, there's also like a little bit of like a cool, like frosty breath in there with your shimmering fey
Like
hiccup.
the air is.
Yeah.
Put in too much mint gum.
I
It's
don't
like
like.
the reverse of when you breathe out when it's cold outside.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're breathing out the snow instead of breathing out the mist.
I don't like the last one. Because I don't like the cold. But
All right,
yeah.
this one's a name.
yeah, you're a
You
fucking
do your 5
phoenix.
shots, and you're like, "Give me something else, bartender."
Yeah.
He's like, "All right, here you go."
Oh no.
This one is called, wait for it, Lilfina's Lusty Lover Liquid Liqueur.
I love it. I love it already.
Is she horny
Um,
now?
Oh no. Please
Like,
no.
These names are quite literal.
The last thing we need is
So
a horny
the
phoenix on our
bartender
hands.
bartender says, "This one's fun. Trust me, we'll share it." The bottle comes in 2 parts,
Oh,
each
no.
part having a different hue of color.
Mhm.
I'm concerned.
Um,
This one's fun.
Oh no.
Date
This
rape.
is gonna be something.
The bartender says, "Here, you drink the first half. I'll drink the second half."
Oh
That's
no.
already grooming.
Yeah, I've
That's-
already had a couple drinks at this point. I'm pretty. Let me see. Hold on. What's my
Roll a
constitution?
Constitution
That's
save.
pretty good. Yeah.
It's my passive wisdom to see if he is drugging me.
Oh god, actually, that's really good. You said con save
Yeah,
Ah! Gargoyles.
24.
yeah, you're good. You're starting to feel like a little buzzy, like you're having a good time, but like you're
Buzzy.
not like toasted.
I'm not
or
wasted.
yet.
Okay. Can I insight check him to see if he's giving me something hella shady or if it's just like
It's
Yeah, roll
a
an
fan
insight check.
favorite?
Roll
That
an
is-
I
insight
don't
check.
like how
Just
he's like,
like-
yes, roll an insight check.
Yeah, like I just want to know if this is like a oh this is a tourist, let's fuck them up, or like a oh this is a fan favorite, she'll like this. Oh, I fully believe him. Yeah, that sounds great. I drink it.
All
Oh,
That
right.
was
boy.
a 1.
He drinks the second half.
No.
Oh no.
Next
are
thing you
instantly in
know,
love.
you're looking at you from his perspective.
Oh God.
What the fuck?
Oh.
Self-cessed.
What
Your
the fuck?
your
No.
minds have swapped.
Oh,
Oh
God.
no.
Oh, that's
Oh
fun.
dear
Oh
Lord.
god, that's bad. That's so bad. He's not
Oh!
doing well.
Put me back, 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 put me back.
I kind
I
of just
wanna
look
go
at him and I'm
home.
like, you okay? Because he is probably, if he can see my memories, he's not doing well.
No,
Oh,
it's a
God.
mind swap. It's
It's
not
a
like
mind
Okay.
swap, not a consciousness swap.
All right.
Like, it's just yeah, fucking what's that trope?
You
where,
see,
like,
he in your body
Mind
laughs
swap.
and
Yeah.
is like, "What do you think of that one? Told you it'd be fun." That'll wear off in about 50 minutes.
Works for me. And then
Well,
he
we're
hiccups.
gonna have fun when we grab her.
He does hiccup. He
He
gets
hiccups,
an hour
yeah.
of your hiccups.
Great.
And
This is gonna
then
be weird when we grab
he-
her.
I
he-
pretend to be the bartender for a while, but I don't really know how to make most of the drinks.
Don't worry, he's there. He's just like, "All right, for your next drink, here's what you're gonna do." He points out a couple alcohols and he shows you how to mix it.
Hell yeah.
He just wanted a
he-
break.
He shows you how to
Honestly,
make
yeah.
what he
I don't blame
calls
him.
the Fortnite.
Oh no.
Okay.
I'm gonna murder
Fortnite
you.
Battle Royale.
No. Fort, F-O-R-T.
Yeah, I know that you mean the
But
2
not
weeks. I know you mean the length of time. I was just making a shit joke.
He gives you fair warning before taking the glass. He's like, nah, this is strong.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Downs it, right?
Wait,
I'm gonna
You know
need
it's gonna be hefty
another
when the
con
bartender
save
warns you about
from
it.
you real quick as your character. I'm gonna need a con save.
Okay. Is this
In
for
real life,
him in
con
my
save.
body?
No, this
Or
is for
me
how
and
your body
his?
handles the alcohol.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh yeah, that's another 24.
Okay.
Why can't you good on the con,
I
but not
rolled
the
two
insight?
19s for con saves on alcohol.
Okay.
Ah.
So he said this is very strong and downs it. And he's like, "Good God, what do you put this body through?"
Hell.
That you want to know. Is your body gonna be able to handle this one? And I held up the drink. Are you sure about this?
Sure, it'll be fine. Go ahead.
All right, I down it.
Come on, break.
Yeah, he's on break.
rolls a d20 with a +4.
Ooh. Oh God.
Oh
The
no.
guy is gone.
That man
his
is
body
fucked up.
done. You down that drink and like face smash into the bar and topple
He
over.
now has alcohol poisoning.
Yep.
Fuck.
Congrats, Sarah. You just gave an innocent bartender alcohol poisoning.
Technically, he gave it to me.
No,
You
technically
mixed the
you
drink
gave it to
kinda
him.
heavy.
I might have mixed the drink kind of heavy.
You fuck ass. God damn.
Anyways,
When Sarah's done with her little adventure, I have some more
When
items I
you-
need to shop for.
all right.
You
What
know,
do
I gotta
you
wait like an hour until he wakes up, anyways. Or not even he wakes up. I'm just switched back,
Oh,
and then I
yes.
can leave.
Yeah, no,
Alright.
he sits there and waits until like you essentially wake up again, dealing with those hiccups. Okay, yeah. So what else are you trying to buy?
Just general supplies like some oil, ball bearings, fucking crowbar.
Oil,
Okay,
rope,
yeah, you can
bombs.
find crowbar.
Want it? It's yours, my friend.
If you have enough
crowbar.
rupees.
Uh,
Oil, rope, bombs. It's yours, my friend. As long as you have enough rupees.
I'm sorry, Link. I can't give credit. Come back when you're a little
okay,
richer.
so a crowbar will be 2 gold pieces.
All right, sick.
You said ball bearings.
Yes.
A bag of 1,000 will cost you 1 gold piece.
All right, sweet.
And we'll say these are like 1/4-inch ball bearings because it's only like 2 pounds.
Yeah.
And then what was the other one?
And
It's
some
red.
oil. I'm thinking maybe
You just missed one of our party members getting body swapped by liquor.
how much oil could I get for like 4 gold
We're in a new
pieces?
town, and one of us decided to go for a drink, and took Fireball whiskey, the
I'm gonna
Tiamat,
fucking
which is like
smack that
5
dog.
different shots,
A
And-
flask of oil will go
and
for 1 gold piece.
a
Damn.
thing
Okay, that's a
of,
lot of oil.
a shot that takes 2 people a drink, and you basically get mind swapped. And then one so heavy
I've
that
got-
made the bartender
Yeah, I've got 5
instantly
silver.
pass
I'll get
out.
like 5 flasks. Alrighty.
They are a pound each.
My boil?
5.
Bombs? There you go.
Anyone else? Sarah, eventually you wake up and you guys kind of like swap back. So you're in your body, he's in his body again.
You poisoned him.
Yes.
How much? How much did that cost? This excursion?
Not my body, not my
He said-
responsibilities.
For physical damages to him, a full 10 gold.
Damn.
That
don't blame him.
seems. He told me how to make the drink.
You
Yeah,
did
but
mix
it
it
was
very heavy, though.
You
Yeah, you
didn't need to
He-
pour heavy.
His body could handle it.
It's on you
I'll
as
say
the
it.
bartender.
No, he really asked you what
technically-
has your body gone through.
Yeah, I took it fine, baby. I
Sure.
pay
Yeah,
him,
you
though.
took it fine. He did not.
He did.
He's not a phoenix.
He doesn't know that. I'll pay him, and then I'll head out and just kind of wander and look around, just see what this town is up to in general.
This is a pretty normal town, city. It's a capital essentially, so like it's pretty busy. You got Luxodon, centaurs, minotaurs, orcs, you know,
Luxodon. I like Luxodon. They're cool.
a wide variety of races just kind of like traipsing about, doing like their normal daily business. It's getting kind of late. You're still hiccuping uncontrollably as you're walking
Of
around.
course.
Well, no, that should be over if it was an hour and it took 15 minutes
You
for us
have
to switch back.
no, you have 3 hours of hiccups.
Okay.
Get fucked.
Mm.
So you have another 2 hours after swapping back of uncontrollable hiccups.
I'm just gonna wander around and hiccup for a while until I find someone I know.
Veroni's actually gonna head back towards like the more down towards this part of town to go find Sarah so she can give her crossbow.
Okay. It would have taken you like 2 hours to get over there.
Yeah.
Sarah already had her adventure and she's wandering around. By the time you would find her, her hiccups would be long since over, which is unfortunate.
You don't know what I did.
But yeah, we can say you guys all kind of just like eventually meet back together at some point after just kind of like bumping into small groups of each other. Like one of you bumps into another, now you're a group of 2. Bump into like another, that's 3. One of you, on the other hand, bumped into someone else. You guys came together, now it's 5. Now it's just like, where the fuck is Whack?
Where's
Has
Wackus,
anyone
Bonkus,
seen Burp?
Stonkus, Hildegard the Third?
Why are there 3 of them?
Not anymore.
It's a family name.
My gate been turned up.
Anyways, so yeah, you guys meet up. It's getting to be about.
Oh wow, God, you're starting to turn robot.
What?
Mine was
Huh?
fine.
For you, he's robot. I'm fine. He's fine on mine.
Hold on.
It's fine on mine.
Discord all fucking day, and it's been like this.
Ozzy, shut up.
Okay, you guys are going robot.
Anyways,
for
so you
me.
guys all meet up. It's about mid-afternoon now. The sun's starting to set. You happen to be on the west side of the mountain range, so you see the sun setting. It's not like it's ducking behind the mountains. So yeah, what is your plan now?
I'd say that we find a place to sleep for the night, and then we head to meet the 4. And hold on, I need to restart my Discord because I think that might be.
No problem.
I always hate things like this in the middle of a session. Oh, those are always so fun. Where is this? There it is. There we go.
Individual.
Okay, I think okay, that fixed it.
Welcome.
Okay.
I had to reboot Discord
yeah,
for the robot to stop.
Yeah, no, anything you guys could want, you can find.
Sweet.
Yeah, so yeah, you guys get a couple rooms at the inn, the tavern.
before we turn in everything, Vernon's going to give the crossbow to, Sarah and say, "Here you go. It took me a bit to make it, but I made it."
Thank you. What do I owe you for it?
Oh, nothing at all.
Even
It's a
better.
gift.
The mom of
I
the
take
party.
it. I fiddle with it for a while so that I can like know the mechanics of a new weapon sort of thing, and then I'll go to bed.
Okay. You're messing around with it, and you shoot a bolt straight between your feet.
Verna just giggles. But
I will work
be
on
careful
that.
about that. And,
So that's
and
the
as you
trigger
pull it back,
mechanism.
and as you like fiddle with it more, when you pull it back,
that's how
bolt
you
immediately
shoot.
reappears.
Maybe when I have had less to drink, I will play with that, and I put it away.
Okay. So yeah, you guys rest for the night. Morning comes. You all meet up at like the main area of the tavern. What is your goal now? Like,
That's a good question, Verna. What is the plan today?
Then we need to meet with the High Four.
Do
Wait,
we have an invitation? Are we just walking up?
We do
you
have
mean
an
the people who
invitation.
that
There
asshole
is a meeting
Ganassi belonged to?
scheduled. And yes,
yes.
Great.
High Lady Onyx is a member of the High Four. Keep in mind, it has been about 3 weeks since
that meeting.
your encounter with
Ooh.
High Lady Onyx.
So the bruise from Sarah is gone. Okay.
Verna, are you sure it's a good idea that I go?
It's okay if you don't want to go.
I just don't know what our standing is at the moment with High Lady Onyx.
That's
She's a
primarily
bitch.
the reason
You'll be
for
fine.
this
Yeah.
visit.
I'm
be
aware
fine.
of she's a bitch, but
But like, so
I
long
don't
as
want
you're
her
with
trying
me, I
to-
believe, like, so long as you're with me, I think you'll be fine. Because you are now one of my companions, or from the adventures I'm traveling with on my journey.
Have you
All
guys
right.
done something wrong?
It's
Nothing someone didn't deserve.
I may have threatened to stab one of the High Four.
Varlich, you are familiar kind of with the general schedule of the High Four. You know that this early in the morning they would be up at Dragon's Rest performing their morning like rituals. But the longhouse is like free, like fair game for anyone to go into out of. However,
Criminals.
the High Four could not be down from the mountaintops till like noon, so you guys could be waiting for a while.
Oh, great.
But it is almost that time of the month for you to make your
Whoa.
like, pilgrimage up the
Oh.
mountain.
Aha.
Shut
not
up.
people.
So
You
like
said time of the month. I got confused.
A lot of people did.
We all thought it.
Verna
it's like
doesn't have a
monthly
menstrual cycle.
pilgrimage up to it's like a monthly
We're
pilgrimage
adults.
up to Dragon's Rest, where
If you say so.
the High Four particularly transgress with spirits, deities, past lords and ladies of the lands. You know, they get into some real like trippy shit with their rituals. Arledge, what
Yes.
is your god again?
Form.
Form, that's right. Okay, so yeah, you. How long have you been with your church?
Since I was like 5.
Okay.
Wow.
So about 30 something years.
Okay.
If I remember my character's age, yeah, 31 years.
Okay. Yeah, this is something that your church just kind of does. They make like a monthly pilgrimage up to Dragon's Rest, and they kind of like leave offerings for any spirits or deities that so happen to come like visit.
Mhm.
So like foods, drinks, sometimes coins, your typical like offerings are left. So like it wouldn't be an issue for you guys to just walk up the mountain. Is essentially is what I'm getting at.
Right.
Hmm.
That would be a very good option. Better than, well, we don't want to disturb their rituals as well. So, since they are.
Well, I
very
have duties up on the mountain, anyways.
Well,
I must visit the smithy first.
I don't mind the company. I've always wanted to study the ritual.
Many are different. Many religions are worshipped here. Lord, shorts. I will go to the smithing area and forging
That's on the
area.
right side of the longhouse. If you're looking at the
Mhm.
map, that big circle there.
I shall go there and I will purchase a set of gauntlets.
Okay. Yeah. Are you looking for any sort of like specific material, any specific style?
Steel plate.
Steel plate? Okay. Yeah, you can find a pair of gauntlets for let's see.
You know it's gonna be gold.
Well, actually, would probably
Steel
be
plate gauntlets.
true. Steel plate is relatively expensive.
Oh god, that is a weird ass quote I just saw. Xenos is a femboy on steroids.
Nope.
No.
I have no context for this because I know it's something to do with Final Fantasy 14.
No.
Okay, so we're gonna base this off of the general price for plate armor.
Mm-hmm.
Plate armor itself is 1,500 gold pieces, but for something as simple as the gauntlets, you could probably get for 100.
I can take it. Thank you, my good sir. And I will begin the pilgrimage up the mountain.
Okay. It's a simple, well-trodden path. It started out years ago as like a goat trail,
Mm-hmm.
but over like the centuries, it's become a relatively well-trodden path. There's no difficult terrain along it, but it does take a couple hours to get up the mountain. Um, Up the mountain, along the way, there's like stone cairns and torches to mark the path.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get up to the top, Varlich, this is a site you're familiar with as you've done it numerous times before. You've been here many times. Dragon's Rest is essentially just a rather large open plateau on the top of the
Mm-hmm.
mountain, roughly the size of a football field, with large jutting rocks that look like a dragon's spine,
Mm-hmm.
hence where it gets the name Dragon's Rest. There's a wide variety of like monuments and statues to various gods, spirits. Um, uh, this month, oddly enough and coincidentally, the offering is to be left for Thorm, your deity.
Mhm.
It changes like every month, so it keeps like a regular rotation. And then off to so you can do your like little offering ritual, whatever it is that you feel like you would do in this moment.
Mhm.
And then the
We
rest of
all
you,
there?
yeah, you're all there. You all kind of just follow him up the mountain.
Is there a shrine for the bread god?
Taylor?
No.
There is a shrine
Ah,
to Taylor.
fuck that guy. That's all. I just wanted to know if he was there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Isn't like the order that
Um,
Ella founded literally hate the bread god?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. It's
Um,
literally fuck that guy.
and then the rest of you, while Varlich is doing that, you do see a group of 4 individuals on the far side, near the large jutting rocks, in front of a large statue in the visage of Bahamut.
Wow.
Bahamut craves blood.
Um, you see in this group of 4, you see the familiar, fiery-haired High Lady Onyx. There is a
Play nice.
there's a Luxodon, a Minotaur, and an Orc.
Oh, bestial races. Okay.
Verna's gonna
Well, at least
wait
there's
for them to
Luxodon.
finish their ritual before she.
They appear to be done. They appear to just be standing in a small circle, conversing
Verna will
with each
approach them.
other. You walk towards them. Okay. You see the first one to notice you is the Luxodon. A female Luxodon who stands rather tall.
Even for a Lexodon? Holy shit.
She is 7'6".
Ooh.
Um,
I want to make a
Ooh.
comment here, but I will not.
she
Mommy.
she's her sunken gray eyes meet yours. You can tell by looking at her, Verna, that she's rather old. She's elderly, even for a Luxodon. She notices you, locks eyes with you for a second, and mentions to the others that it appears we have a guest, my companions. And they all turn to you.
Verna will give a deep bow, showing respect.
The Luxodon looks to you and says, "What brings you to Dragon's Rest, traveler?"
I am here to meet you for. I am Verna Hilton. I'm here on behalf of Lady Moongleam on the issue of the Alliance.
You see the Minotaur just kind of throws his arms up and is like, "God, blast it all! Of course she sent a fucking diplomat to talk to us."
I'm not exactly a diplomat. Technically, yes, but I am here to make sure that there can be a grenade.
Sorry.
I'm pretty sure none of you
My bad.
did it. Some stuff like I did for Cadeus in the past.
You see, so left to right.
God.
I think God died.
God, your
sounds like
Discord
it.
died.
Is God dead? Did he die again?
God
God
has
is
died.
dead.
There you go.
All
God
hail
is
God.
dead.
God is
Who's
dead.
our
God
new
is
DM?
dead.
Oh no.
We killed him.
And we
now.
killed
Okay,
him.
welcome
Back.
back, everyone.
I'm back.
Yay.
Okay, he's reincarnated. Guys reincarnated
Good?
my
Can you
No,
hear
scrap.
you're
me?
good. You're back.
Jesus.
It only took
Okay.
3 days.
Anyways,
Jesus.
left to right, Verna, like your left to right, you have the an orc male
Mhm.
with a wolf's skin draped around his shoulders.
Ooh.
Behind him a little bit is the Minotaur, who's got like the really large, like the Texan style horns.
Texan Longhorn.
Yeah.
Horn.
Next to the
Horn.
Minotaur is the Luxodon.
Must make getting through doorways pretty difficult.
Just turn sideways.
The Luxodon has
What about the pointed tarts?
long, salt and peppered hair,
Eh.
gold bands around her tusks, and she
Wait,
wears very
Luxodon
simple,
have hair?
kind of.
I can.
Huh.
Dragonborn can have hair too.
No, they're lizards.
Anyways,
No, they're
Dragonborn with
lizards.
hair.
No,
she's wearing
they are
very,
lizards.
Finder.
simple robes. Vernie, you're
Pathfinder
kind of
is some
familiar with
bullshit
this
sometimes.
style of dress of hers. You're familiar that she is a monk of some sort. Just based off of the way that she dresses. And on your far right is High Lady Onyx, who you have already met.
Yeah.
The orc on your left kind of fiddles with the paw of the wolf draped on his shoulder. It says, "So you're a diplomat, but you're not. What are you?"
It is complicated. I'm here to negotiate, but I'm also here to find help. As I said, I am Werner Hildegard. I am actually the regent of Attica. And as you know, hold on, I need to double check the name so I don't keep mispronouncing it. Haspel. The Haspelian, with Haspel declaring war on the world. We understand that that you would rather face Haspel alone. And me and Lady Moonbeam believes that is very much ill-advised.
Wait a minute.
So the Minotaur pipes up and it says, of course. That cowardly queen would rather use diplomacy than take the fight to them and end it once and for all."
No shit.
Bernie immediately
What the
pipes
fuck
up.
else is she supposed to do?
We're trying to build a force that can face Haspel.
Meanwhile, you
one.
cower in a tree and hope that you can talk it out with the Hastians and Amudi, and he doesn't destroy another continent. We already have plans to take our armies to him and just wipe him out. Plain and simple.
So, from what I'm hearing, both sides already have plans, so why not work together?
Very good point.
Verna's people have plans to wipe the fucker out, whoever he is. Your people have plans to wipe the fucker out. I'm sure other people have plans to wipe the fucker out. Why are we sitting around arguing about it instead of sitting down and talking about how to best wipe the fucker out? Because apparently you all want to wipe him out.
Lady Onyx pipes up with very simply, the Tree Queen is taking too long. How many years has it been since the fall of Adoran, Verna?
5.
The
5
fuck
years.
even is Adoran?
Verna looks back to Duncan. It's the kingdoms that I have.
Oh.
It's the kingdoms that were destroyed when Hasfeld declared war.
Shit, sorry.
It's
So out of game, brief history lesson for you. Adoran is where the previous campaign took place.
I remember
He's
that.
role-playing the
It's
character.
just
He's
yeah,
role-playing the
it's
character.
Deacon doesn't know what the fuck any of these people are talking about, who anyone is, or what any of these nations are.
Okay.
If I may jump in,
You
Fucking
may have
idiot.
heard mention of Adoran before, but that's
group
fair.
conversation.
Mhm.
Now, High Four, it would be wise to have more allies than just what we can muster. It is the duty of the leaders to not just have their armies wiped out by foolish arrogance.
Okay. You
I mean, yeah, he's right.
see, the Luxodon turns to the Minotaur and says, Ogren, suppose we could come to a mutual agreement with the steward of Adoran and the Tree Queen. But
You will address her by name.
No, Thal, they won't. They're intentionally disrespecting her. Because they have little respect for her, because apparently
am
she's
fully
taking
aware.
too long. Thal, you do realize, no matter what you say,
Argrin
they're not going to listen to you,
retorts,
right?
I do believe I get where you're going, and you. How about you lot test your metal against us?
Wait, what?
And if you can prove your metal and your worth, we will consider joining your alliance.
Verna,
So you're telling me I get the chance to actually stab that bitch of a Ganassi?
I have to agree with him for once.
Lady Onyx also turns to you and says, "Oh, by the way, before we start any rumbles, the such, Miss Verna, I do wish to inform you that your companion's remains were returned to his people."
Verna snapped
At least you
softly.
don't forget him killed.
Thank you for informing me of that. That at least sets a little bit of things to come.
She says that shortly after everyone had left, she sent a retrieval party down, and they gathered the body. You know, did their like a preserving of it, and sent it on a ship back to Eladriel.
Verna, are you sure that this is a good idea? Should we really be wasting the time and energy and muscle
The
to do
Minotaur's
this?
already getting pumped. He's like, he's got his what does he have? He's got a spear in one hand. You know, he's ready.
Obviously, he's a Minotaur. He has more muscles than brain.
Verna takes a
He-
deep
If I may
breath.
interject,
Verna takes a deep breath as she raises a hand and says, "This is no place for a battle like this. I believe that a more fitting place should be for a bout."
That is fair.
Perhaps
The
you're
gods
right.
don't look kindly upon war in their places of worship.
Indeed.
depends
Suppose
on
you're
the
right.
god.
And you and Lady Onyx both nod in agreement. Argrin is still like doing his stretches. You know, the orc chief who has yet to be named, pipes up with, "I know just the place. Earth's
Oh,
Crown
wonderful.
to the west." Varlet, you're familiar with Earth Crown. It is just like three simple standalone mountains, essentially. That got the name Earth Crown. It's just off to the west. You can follow the road and get there in like 2-3 days. All of the other three not in agreement and look to you and say, is this agreeable as well?
This is liberty.
Varlet just shaking his head in the background.
Well, Thal, you'd best hope you roll high for this.
Oh,
Otherwise, you're gonna get fucking murdered.
Yeah.
They're level 5s at least.
This'll be fun.
Leaders or something?
Yes, these
Yeah.
are.
They're the
These are-
High
I'm
Council.
pretty
Leaders
sure
of-
they're higher than level 5.
The Genasi was a level 5 wizard.
Yeah.
Or sorcerer.
No, I think
No,
she was
wasn't
level
she
10.
level 10?
No, I
Is
think
she
she
level
was
10?
level 5.
She was
Yes.
level 10.
Yeah,
if
she was
she's level 10,
Uh,
she can solo us.
Yeah.
She's level 10, we're dead.
God
I have
clearly isn't going to try to
15
kill us
health.
here.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm gonna try and fucking mitigate this before that happens.
Yeah, I'm with Varlich.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
the
think
thing
this is a
is
good
that this
idea.
is probably these are the leaders of this country.
Why are allies fighting?
Because they're fucking tribals.
We have the same. Hey,
Hold
I'm
on,
from
hold
here.
on.
Fuck
you
you.
have the same
Now,
goal,
hold on.
yes. Lady Onyx pipes up. Lady Onyx pipes up to you, Varlich. You're right. We do have the same goal and the same enemy. However, the Tree Queen would sit in her tree and talk words and hope that diplomacy could end war rather than take action and
Last
prevent
time
it.
you took action, someone died.
True.
This is war. Death is inevitable.
That was a death in an expedition.
That was a death not even related to the war.
Yes. However,
war
you're
must
talking
be
about
fought,
death
and people
and
must
war.
die. But when
If you
people
want
are
to-
dying at home,
If
when
you would like to
when the
sit here and
people you are
preach,
fighting
then
to
go ahead and
protect
preach.
are dying, then I take then you take issue. Then you are not fighting for the right reasons. Then it is the time for talk. Because clearly something has gone wrong.
Might I recommend that a few more words be parted before we start going to blows amongst each other? Because clearly you have something you'd love to speak about.
This Lady Onyx.
War. War is war.
War
You
is
cannot
war.
stop it by the time it starts. You can stop it or get more aid knowing it will come.
Exactly.
What do you think the Elf Queen is doing now? She would not wish to see her continent gone. She wants help. The more allies that die because everyone wants to do it themselves is just going to lead to everyone dying.
The orc pop retorts, and what proof do we have that the Tree Queen would come to our aid?
Look
She
at
has
the
done
elf
nothing but
with
sit in
us.
her tree for the last 300 years.
I am not exactly somebody you want to point to right now. I have bad blood with him.
She sent the emissaries. She is vying for aid.
Verna will simply say, over 1,000 years ago, I sat down with Caldeus and Aladriel to work out peace between the two peoples. What happened to that camaraderie? That all those years ago? What happened to that? That willingness to put aside differences of a war that really should have never happened and work together? What happened to those kingdoms? Right now, Eladriel is willing to lend hand, is willing to lend resources, technology, anything to help this with this war. You have some of the greatest warriors in these lands, but you do not have the strength to face Haspel. They have technology and magics that we have never seen. The things that destroyed Adoran, I have never seen before. Do you think that I would want to see a kingdom be destroyed by a pointless battles?
Well said.
So tell me, where is that camaraderie that you want to fight us now? Because we are trying to ask for aid, we are trying to ask for an alliance.
You speak of camaraderie. This is a Minotaur speaking. You speak of camaraderie and companionship and putting aside differences. 1,000 years ago, when Chaldeus formed and joined the alliance with Adoran, we did it out of necessity for survival. If we had not signed to the treaty, Chaldeus surely would have fallen, just the same as it did, just the same as Hastfeld did 300 years ago, when your Lord Grinzel single-handedly destroyed its entire army. I was
Might I
there
point
that
out,
day. I saw Grinzel destroy an entire army with one
might
blow.
I point out what you just said? You joined the alliance out of necessity for survival. What do
Isn't
you
that
think
what you
the
need to
Elven
do
Queen
now?
is trying to do? Do you
And
think
even
an entire continent is just a pushover?
NU speaks up. We believe that the Tree Queen simply wants others to fight her battle.
what does that matter if you have to fight the battle anyways? Why not get the resources while you can?
Exactly. She
Even if
may
she
not
doesn't
offer
lend her
troops.
aid, even if she reneges, you're still going to have to try.
She
Why
may
fight
not
two enemies
offer.
when you could focus on one and leave the other behind when the
What is
time comes?
what is my charisma
Uh, Lady NU simply says, "You're right. We're only fighting one and leaving the other behind. We are taking the
But
war to Hastfell. We are taking the war to Amudi, and we will end it. The Tree
Well,
Queen can sit in her tree,
But
and she
if
can
this
talk
tree
diplomacy
queen
all
is
she wants.
offering weapons, supplies, resources that your desert kingdom clearly does not have, going to war without these supplies is suicide.
so
Take the advantage
I
while
have
you
been
have it.
Standing alone, you will die. A lighthouse will fall if the waves get strong enough. A wall will stand no matter the tide. You stand alone, you fall alone, and you die. And that is unavoidable. If you stand together, however much you may hate your allies, you will still have a better chance of survival than fighting an enemy that has apparently weapons that were never seen before. Weapons that can wipe out an entire continent.
Now calm down for 1 second. But he has a point. If you needed help last time to fight them, what makes you
What
think
makes you
you
think
are
this
so
time is any
confident
different?
this time?
This time, we do not have Grinzel. Do not
You see
have his power.
all four of them, the Orc, Argrin, NU, and Lady Onyx, all pull out their spear or quarterstaff respectively, stamp it into the ground, bringing all of you to a sudden silence. NU, the Luxodon, pipes up. You accuse us of hatred and abandonment. We have no hate for the Tree Queen. We simply distrust her and her abilities to provide aid.
What proof would you need that she would provide aid? Good for herself.
Hate, distrust, it matters not. Your pride seems to be what's standing in the way of you seeing what must be done.
I'll
You
be
needed
waiting
their help
outside.
last time. They had apparently a god on their side. And you still needed their help. They do not have this god anymore. The enemy is stronger than ever before, and you somehow think you can stop them alone. That is idiocy of the highest caliber. And your arrogance is the only thing that allows you to ignore this. You believe that simply because you won last time that you will be able to do it again, without caring for the consequences or the truth of the matter.
And what do you know of your enemies?
Nothing.
What size are they? How many are their numbers?
What do you know of them?
They are 7 legions strong.
7 legions. How many were they last time? Come then. Give me an answer.
Looks through
Verna
DM
would know
notes.
this most likely, correct?
Looks through
Verna,
DM
you would know
notes.
that.
Yeah.
How many legions were they last
Their
time?
their previous unfathomable. You never saw the full army last time.
You have to understand, last time, the numbers were new. Now,
An
we didn't
uncountable
know.
Like, to
legion.
be fair, you've never even seen the city in Hassfell. No
Yeah.
one has.
And that's probably is just the armies within Adaran holding it. No one has seen what is inside Hasfell's borders.
7 legions to take Ataran. An uncountable number of troops last time. And now, alongside those 7 legions to take one land, 7 legions out of an uncountable number, from whence you people have no idea where they come. Have any of you even seen the walls of this city that you hope to attack?
Only one man was able to see the city.
Grinzel, yes?
God,
But actually, I think Grenzo would have seen it.
you said
Uh,
were there statues of the deities that this town worships?
But is there a statue to Grenzo?
There is not. Grinzel is still very much an underground deity.
He's a cult that
worshipped-
has yet to turn into an actual religion.
Yes.
He has become a god, but he's just very underknown.
But
Hold
are
on.
there?
Yes.
Even if
Lady
is also
you
a
don't
god.
trust her, even if you don't trust her, you can't honestly think she would work for them.
It is not that they
Lady
think she would work
Onyx-
for them.
That's
Lady
my
Onyx
point. So what
don't
are they
believe that
losing
she
to
will
make the
offer help.
alliance to begin with?
So Lady
Exactly.
Onyx
That is what we
takes
have been
her
arguing this
quarterstaff
entire
and starts
time.
Drawing in the dirt, right? Lady Onyx is drawing in the dirt with her quarterstaff. 7 squares, 7 rectangles, right? To which NU is going to talk while she draws. 7 legions. For each legion is a head. These heads are named after the 7 sins.
That is.
Their true identities, names, purposes, where they come from, no clue. But above these 7 heads are an additional 4. These have become to be known as the 4 horsemen.
Oh God!
We know there's 4, but we've only seen 3 with talks of the 4th.
Legends of the Four
And
Horsemen.
obviously above them is the Amudi.
So, 7 legions, 7 leaders of each legions, 4 commanders of the legions, and 1 leader above them all. 7 legions to take this Ataran. And
Ataran was actually never invaded with a legion.
It was destroyed from the sky.
Ataran was destroyed and taken by conquest.
They literally destroyed the cities, invaded the country, invaded the continent, then declared war on the rest of the world.
Yeah.
So they nuked the cities and just walked into the country.
Pretty
Basically.
much.
God.
Hmm.
You said there were statues and symbols for the deities up
Yes.
here?
There's a handful, not all of them, obviously, but
Torm?
yes.
I would like to interject at this time.
Okay.
Pardon me, High Four, but you know that deity over there, and I will point to Torm's symbol or statue.
They all nod, silently waiting for what it is you have to say.
He is known as the Brave, but there are many who call him the Fool. Do you know why?
Pray tell, enlighten us, cleric.
There are many who see his bravery to just jump into the battle and into the fray as foolishness. He has gone through many a battle, many a fights where the odds were against him. And last I checked, you are not demigods, nor are you mortals destined to be turned into a god. Do you think if you jumped into a foolish exploit like this, you would turn out like Torm? Do you think that everyone would look upon you as saviors of the world, while half your continent lie in ruin and the other half occupied by your enemy?
That is why we go to war. We would rather die fighting in honor and in glory.
You say what? Then
So
bring
you would rather send your
more
people to
invaded,
slaughter than admit you need
enslaved.
help.
You want your people to be martyrs for the rest of the fucking world to finally realize that alliances are good. You wish to defile Torm's name of the brave and become the fools.
What defilement do we give?
You are slaughtering
We seek
your
death.
entire country for
We would
nothing
rather
more
death
than your
as free
arrogance.
men and women. Death as free men and women, rather than
A
death
death they did
invaded.
not sign up for!
You are sending them to death.
The people have agreed.
Really? They have agreed to fight against countless legions. They have agreed to wade into death. What of the
Varlet,
children?
Varlet, you know that yes, like the mass has come to the mutual agreement that yeah, take the war to them, die
Is
as
it preventable?
free individuals rather than be invaded, die as slaves and thralls and
Is
cowards.
it preventable? Is death as heroes preventable?
Is death as cowards preventable?
Yes!
Yes.
Literally, yes! That is why we are here! To keep you from dying as cowards and idiots!
How many continents are on the planet?
4.
3
So
to
that,
1.
so that means there was 5.
No,
No, there's 5 kingdoms, 4 continents.
Yeah.
A continent was destroyed, though.
No.
No.
No, a
the fourth
kingdom
kingdom-
was. The cities were nuked. The continent's still there.
The continent's still
Okay.
there. But the fifth
Like-
kingdom is underwater.
3, 2, 1.
Fucking fish.
Over 1-to-1 odds. What sounds better? We are here to find allies of everyone. Everyone that can pitch in. Why do you refuse so harshly?
Why do you
'Cause I
refuse
can
to
only
save
think
the children of
spite
people?
and arrogance. There is no reason to say no.
These people are a lost cause. They are dead set in their ways. They care not for their own people, only for dying in glory and honor as martyrs. Oh, woe is me. The elf doesn't want to help, so I'm going to send my entire nation to its doom. I'm
And
going
what
to
know
doom the
you,
children to
curse,
death,
And what
the
know you,
old and the
cursed
elderly
by a
to
soul?
abandonment.
Lady Enu pipes up to you. What know you, cursed by a sword to thraldom?
What do you know of my blade? What do you know of the wars I have fought? What do you know of the death I have wrought? What do you know of the I have brought suffering unimaginable to more people than you will ever know. I have brought a death that even this Asaran would never know. I slew a god. Do not speak to me of thraldom, for I will make you regret ever being born. I will make you beg for Hasfel to march in here and enslave your entire species. Do you understand?
Just refrain.
Well, there
from
goes
action or spoken
negotiations.
word.
I care not for what you
uh,
think of me, you
lady-
arrogant imbeciles. If
Lady
you wish to
Enu,
leave your children, your elderly to death, then so be it.
we do not
You are
march
clearly a
them
lost
to
cause.
death.
So you
They
abandon
walk-
them.
They walk proudly.
Children! You send
Children do
children
not fight.
march
Children
into
do
war.
not fight. You speak highly of shit you do not understand.
Excuse me, ma'am. I'm going to be waiting in the back over
Then
there.
what happens to
Whatever,
them?
it's alright.
What happens when your soldiers
Agreed.
die and they are left here abandoned? When Hasfel marches into your empty cities, your fortifications unmanned? What will happen to them? When you have all died a martyr's death, and they are alone and defenseless.
What happens to them when the same garbage that happens to Adoran happens to us?
They die,
Sorry.
We would
just
not
as
sit
they
by
would die.
idly and speak words with a
Then
tyrant.
do not speak words, then fight!
That is
Join
what
the
we
elf,
do.
join her armies, and fight them, god damn it!
Our armies sit idly in a forest.
Then join the others!
We of Chaldeus are joined. We march freely, heads held high and proud, into a war.
Into
hope-
slaughter!
End.
What even makes you think this
Into
has...
slaughter.
What
I have
even
said
makes you
one
think these
thing.
Hasfells will
I
fight
will
you in the
sit no
first place?
longer. I've
If
been
they
mocked and
brought the
ridiculed
cities...
for who I am tired of this. You have given them plenty of reason to sit and wait. They do not listen. They insult my queen. They insult my people. I have no reason to sit here and take this slander anymore. I have done more action than you have, Genasi! Or should I
Then
say
what?
people of the rock?
Then what, pray tell, elf, have your people done?
What have your people done?
In the last 5 years, what have you done?
I've witnessed you get people killed. That's what I've done. I have been able to fight back others, and don't think I don't see you there, Orc. I've had to deal with your problems as well. You can fiddle in the back or address me if you like. But your blood is on my forest, and my blood is on your lands. We have drawn enough blood against each other. There is no more blood that needs to be drawn amongst allies. But it
I'm gonna
seems
pull
that
Verna
that
to the
needs to be
side.
the case.
Verna will look over to Varlich.
Is there possibly a
I'll
way
text you.
that you might stand down? Or
The
is this all
orc-
going to be more bloodshed for the sake of blood?
The orc speaks up. You claim of blood for blood, land on land. We have not renounced allegiance to your kind. We have not denounced friendship or companionship. But your people sit idly in woods while your queen believes that words will save us all.
There is no saving coming for what comes. But do you know what happens when people talk? When words are said,
They put off the slaughter for another day.
they buy time.
Exactly.
They buy time.
Time
for what?
to mobilize
Time for our
troops.
enemies to amass? Time,
Time
for our
for
enemies?
us to amass, you fool. Time for us to learn about our enemies. Time for us to gather the troops we need to mount a stable defense.
That is
To mount an
It is
attack.
not. It is not
Uh,
simple.
guys?
It is not that simple. You will need to move your armies. And where do you move them? When do you stop moving them? Have you gathered any more information on the enemy army? Where are they located? Where is the positions of their enemies? What is the flanking possibilities?
Verna will take Peacemaker from her hip, raise it into the air, and shoot a thunder shot.
I rest my case.
I have very sensitive ears. A warning next time, please.
I'm sorry about that.
My
That was
fucking
mostly to
ears.
get everyone's attention.
Val's going to...
Verna will
Go ahead.
reach into her hip pouch and pull out a very special sending stone.
Val is going to storm back out and wait outside of the hall.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do the same because I'm tired of arguing with people who clearly don't want to listen.
Verna will pull out a very special sending stone. This one is marked with the symbol of Eladril. And she will walk up to the floor. Here is a stone that I imbued to talk with the queen. I have not seen any reason to use it until now.
I'll follow the other two and request that they follow back to town. No. Negotiation isn't my strong suit either. Let's
Verna,
say we go to the pub.
before you leave, Verna.
No, I'm not leaving. I'm
Okay.
walking
I'm
up to the
leaving.
floor.
Yeah,
Some of us are leaving, some of us are staying.
I think Varlich, Thal, and I are leaving
I am
because
staying
back to the main
outside the hall because
We're not in the hall.
Oh,
we're
yeah,
at
Thal
the
can't
holy
leave.
place.
Yeah, no, you guys
I-
are still at Dragon's Rest.
I am not leaving because I'm not going to leave without my charge. I will not be participating in future conversations with these four though.
Varlich
Yeah.
will just be talking down the other two from their heightened emotions from the negotiations.
Verna, the orc chief looks to you and says, in the last 5 years, since Amadou declared war and destroyed your kingdom, we have amassed our armies. We have amassed our weapons and our armors, and we have prepared for war. We are ready to march on Hastfell in 6 months' time, we are ready to march. Take
Would
the
I
war
know
to
of
them.
question? Would I know of Eladriel's readiness as well for the war?
Eladriel's what?
Readiness for the war.
Like her troops and stuff.
Eladriel hasn't done much in the way of militarization prep.
Of course not. She's a fucking elf.
Queen Illidrassi Moongleam very much, as the High Four have stated, it very much wishes for diplomacy.
But she sent me on this mission knowing that diplomacy will not always be an option.
Yes. Because while she very much wishes for a lack of war and a lack of bloodshed, the chances of it's best to leave options open. The dwarves, however, have worked on advancing technologies.
Of course.
And
I'm assuming that a lot of the survivors of Adarine have chosen to, if it is sent out, word is sent out, that they will gather for war. Correct.
Yes, the Adirani army is very much set and ready to go at a moment's notice, like a militia. The dwarves are right there with you, despite their small numbers.
The Tabaxi are ready to defend their homeland.
Yeah, the Tabaxi have been pretty much left to themselves, seeing as they don't really have a large global presence.
Stop it.
What?
Oh, dogs.
Oh, sorry. No, I thought I was muted and I was yelling at my cat for trying to eat my headphones.
Okay.
That's my bad.
As far as the Elven army goes, they are armed as they would be normal. Queen Illidrassi has not made efforts to increase the military size or mass production of weapons and armor.
Oh, so they're right. She's done nothing to prepare for peace talks failing. Right. So I've been arguing for a cause for someone I don't even agree with. Great.
Queen Illidrassi has numerous times over the last 5 years, at least 36 times, attempted to come to agreements with the High Four and the King and Queen of Portonis. Berna, you know this intimately. You know this by heart because you've been there during the talks.
Yeah.
So she's just tried to do the same thing over and over instead of proving them wrong and actually mobilizing a real military force.
She's tried to come to a mutual alliance with the remaining two kingdoms as a force to stand against Hastfell.
Eladriel is not
while not getting her armies ready for Hastfell's attack. So the four are right. She hasn't been doing anything in preparation for peace talks failing. She hasn't been mobilizing the armies. She hasn't been getting the defenses prepped. She hasn't been making weapons.
Yeah.
They're right! Why the fuck was I even arguing with them in the first place? Fuck her! Fucking God fucking elves! God damn it!
Right here,
useless fucking tree livers.
I'm right here, by the way.
not you, Thal. You're different. You're one of the good ones.
You're a bro.
You're good. I like you. You're cool. You're fucking. You actually have some fucking initiative instead of sitting in a fucking tree and being a.
Mine also has tensions with other allied races, though.
Exactly.
We are friends here. Calm.
I'm not actually doing any of this in character.
Yeah.
No, but
this
my
is-
character has tension with other allied races.
No.
But Verna,
Like
the
I'm
High
just
Four
arguing out of
talk to
character
you, and
because
they're
I
like,
feel like a fucking idiot.
"We have discussed this numerous times.
God fucking damn it.
The Tree Queen takes no action, but preaches alliances. The King and Queen of Portonis make no acknowledgement to our plights and believe that they are immune to this conflict. And the Elven Queen sits in her tree, speaking words. You see this, you know this.
I do.
Truly, you can see our side, especially after what you saw in Adoran those 5 years ago.
Damn, I could have made a really good analogy, but fuck. Ugh. My
Verna,
war on Torm is bad.
Verna's God softer. I don't. I know what you mean. It's we.
If
When
Daniel,
when
I'm gonna send you
Hatstaff
this. Look
first
how
declared
perfect
war,
this is.
we stood together. We can stand together
Lady-
again and be able to fight back.
Lady Onyx,
I will do whatever I can to convince Lady Moonbeam to build up an army. My people, those of Adoran, are standing ready to fight on the verge. The dwarves are gathering, advancing as much as they can, gathering what forces they can muster. They are willing to fight, much like anyone else.
You are in deep shit, Hicks.
You know how perfect that fucking was, dude?
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
it's such a perfect analogy.
yeah, and
Lady Empress NU looks
Go
to you,
ahead.
Berna, and says, if you can get the Tree Queen to take action, we will join the alliance and amass our troops with yours.
Verna will nod.
We
as
will
she
hold
will-
our invasion for a year. You have 1 year's time. And they all in turn hold out a hand for you to shake in like an agreement.
Verna does shake.
You
But she
shake
will
each of their
also-
hands.
Yeah. But also in respect to Luxodon. I'm sorry, I'm bad with names.
Luxodon.
Anyway,
You never
and
really said their names.
Lady
There you
Enu.
go.
So we
Luxodon.
have
NU is the Loxodon.
Chief
Then-
Argrin, the Minotaur. I spelled that wrong, I think. Yeah.
Chief Margarin.
Chief
uh,
Argrin,
Argrin.
Argrin.
Balrog.
Barug, the
Barug.
Orc, Empress.
Prorug, okay.
NU is the Luxodon, and then there's
Hey, I spelled NU right. Let's go.
High Lady Onyx.
But with Empress Enu, she will take out her quarterstaff and bow softly, saying, "I will do my best, no matter what. I will do my best to convince the queen."
Thank you. Chief Argrin looks to you, Verna, and says, we understand that tensions were high. We understand that tensions will be high for a long time. We would not have our people fall to slavery and thraldom while the Tree Queen sits idly and preaches. I would apologize to your companions for our rudeness. And to you and your position as steward of Adoran, I believe we can all come to the agreement that we would fight with you.
Not against
The other three not in agreement. Had it been you leading these talks all these years, I believe things would have come to different
there's my phone.
outcomes.
Orkbenzor did say I'd made a great diplomat.
Verna takes command of the entire war when.
That's actually kind of the plan.
Good. This is what we should have
Like
been doing from the
legitimately,
fucking
part of
start.
the plan
Let's
is
go, guys.
Verna
My
is
tax return was
basically going to
accepted.
be the
Base.
is going to be basically the
Nice.
commander
Your
general
boy
from
getting
40K.
2,500.
Good shit.
Damn.
Yeah,
Damn.
army.
Nice.
Like the plan is that when this war, when the fighting takes place, she is going to be taking command.
I mean, yeah, that makes the most sense.
And with that, the four turn to each other, mention that they will be returning to the Longhouse to discuss
Oh, sorry.
their war plan. They request that you, Verna, meet them in 6 months' time to discuss
Empress. Then you.
battle strategies and the such for Hastfell.
Of course.
But until that, you guys are obviously still welcome in Chaldeus. You're free to do as you will. But yeah.
Verna will thank them for at least them to talk before she herself heads out.
And
Follow Verna
with
out.
that,
Wow, that was heated.
Yep.
That was great roleplay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had fun.
I could tell you really like. I like Deacon so far.
Yeah.
Deacon get it heated over a character he barely knew for like 4 months.
He doesn't even know her. He was working for the Tabaxi.
Yeah, I know. He's getting heated over Button. And you barely knew Button for like 4 months.
Dude, 4
We
months
were-
is enough
we
to make
were-
a good friendship.
Yeah.
That's fair.
We were airsick with each other. We were fucking bitching and moaning about it
bonded!
together.
We bonded, dude.
Bonded over
It's like
barfs.
basic.
4
like
months
basic.
is more than enough to get to become really good friends with someone,
Yeah.
especially when you have something to bond over.
I say,
Barfing.
you're telling this
Barfing
to
in
the
the air.
military guys who all went to basic, and our best friendships are from basic.
Exactly. You should know this the most.
Yeah.
Fucking 10
Okay,
weeks of
so
just
with
bullshit,
that,
and you're find your best friends.
that was like
I-
4 hours, by the way, of you guys discussing and screaming back and forth with the High Four.
I
Uh,
really enjoyed getting
in-game? Real life. Oh,
get
in-game.
really fucking pissed off as
I actually
Deacon.
want to know how the fuck does MU know about?
Yeah,
about
how the
Hunter?
fuck do they know about
Lord.
Deacon and Hunter? Because Hunter
Uh,
didn't actually reveal anything like that when
Lady
Onyx was
A-
around, so she
Empress
couldn't have
Enu-
told them.
Onyx. Lady Onyx.
Enu was the no. Empress Enu was the
What?
only one who gave any sort of inclination to understanding or knowing about you and Hunter.
Oh.
Hmm.
He
Uh,
knows
She
Also,
also
something.
said she
Deacon
remembered
has-
the- She also said she remembered the 500 years ago stuff, didn't she?
Yeah.
Well,
no,
yeah,
that was
Loxodons
Argrin.
live for fucking
Yo.
That
thousands
was
of years.
Argrin who remembered a
Fucking
battle
yo.
from hundreds of years ago.
No,
She
it's
knows
Argrin.
you. She knows you.
Oh boy.
She
She
knows
fucking
something.
knows you.
If she knows Deacon, then she either fucking hated him or
That's going under her people tab.
was intentionally trying to piss him off for some reason. Because
Something about
Deacon has a very good reason for getting as pissed off as he did.
Yeah, he's
And
an
I'm
angry
not
dude.
sure. No, not about the thrall stuff, because I mean, yeah, that pissed him off too. But
Someone
Nearly
downplayed his
killed.
power and his curse. That is
no,
insulting.
no, not that either.
What he did.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
what he
do
did
also
that
have,
led to his curse,
Yes,
and
but
why
they,
he
they
did it.
are also downplaying it.
They insulted the actions he took, which
real quick while you guys are talking. I'm gonna put the pictures I have for the high 4 in the
all right,
chat.
cool.
Ooh.
We got picture. Ooh,
Yeah, I do
Damn.
not want to fight them.
I like that. That's dope.
Ooh.
That's pretty cool.
That's
that's a
just
badass.
Warcraft orc. Ignore bottles falling. I fucking drop shit a lot.
Ooh. Oh wow,
Ooh.
yeah, that's a
Oh,
monk.
the Loxodon's a
I don't know
monk.
why I find
Oh
that one so
no,
funny.
stunning strike
And
24/7.
then
Oh, no.
obviously High Lady
Oh, that
Onyx.
bitch.
Hi, Lady Onyx.
Fucking cunt.
This cunt.
She's still hot. Don't deny it.
She
In
is,
what
but
sense?
I mean, she's literally
yes.
hot.
In what
facial
sense?
structures. Facial structure.
No, in fiery
Maybe there are
hair.
cracks in it.
She's got fire hair. That's why she's hot.
There are in fact cracks in it. So
I
hey.
haven't had a female in let me look at the clock real quick. Oh yeah,
You won't
like
be having a
7
female
years.
after you are with her, apparently.
I'll take
Hold
it.
on.
So you guys
It'll be your
returned
last.
to the city.
Free pube laser
What
hair
is it that
removal.
you guys will do?
Pre-genital removal.
You guys discuss what you're gonna do.
Well, Varlich was talking with Deacon and Thal, trying to fucking calm them down.
Deacon is
Because
just
he noticed
visibly
they got
pissed off.
heated.
Thal, I imagine that you're pissed off because of their blatant disrespect to the Elven Queen.
Extremely.
But not really like but like you know what the queen has been doing and like that they're right
Yes.
technically.
Yes,
It's
they're
still his
right
queen,
technically,
though.
but the blatant disregard for honoraries
Her
will
name,
not go unforgotten.
Tree Queen. That sounds like a derogatory
not
term
go
for a
unforgotten.
druid.
That actually does sound very derogatory.
Actually the Minotaur is a druid, so like
Yeah,
The
Tree
point
Queen is like
stands.
blatantly derogatory.
It's the point stands. It sounds like it's meant as an insult.
That would
it
be
is
like if
as
I
an
called them
insult.
tribals to their face.
It-
It's pretty insulting, isn't it?
Tree Queen is meant as an insult to
Yeah,
Queen Illidrassi.
that's what we.
I mean,
this-
technically,
saying.
the only ones that don't look like tribals are the Loxodon and the fucking Genasi.
Thalsurian will remember this.
It's like a fucking Telltale game.
Right in the top left. Thou will remember this.
Is that like something I see in my site now?
Yes.
No. If we want to continue roleplay, we
While
can.
you guys discuss your next moves, you are getting rewarded for relatively successful negotiations one level.
Relatively.
I don't think that could be called successful.
Well, relative.
No one died.
I mean, yeah.
We were able to talk them down from invading.
Negotiations is for you.
Hold on.
No one dying.
Pretty
It
much.
went from Verna and the cleric trying to calmly downplay the scenario to the warlock and the elf ranger going full emotional debate, and then
Emotional
Damage.
I knew
Yes.
it was gonna do
leaving.
that.
If they do go into combat before we can do anything, at least I'll know that they are aware of maybe they should prep their armies.
Yes.
Yeah.
But while you guys are going down like the hill, obviously Verna goes over like the ladder bits and like the agreement that she came to with them. But yes, you guys are getting a level.
Ooh.
Yay!
Is that also with me or
Nice.
just them?
You too, Verna.
Oh, okay, wow, I'm gonna be staying ahead of everyone for a while, apparently.
A
Yeah.
little bit.
'Cause I'm
Ooh,
gonna
do I
be
get my
level
divine
6.
intervention?
Fuck, that means I have to pick a subclass?
I would like to know what everyone picks as subclasses.
Oh,
You already know
I'm
what
not
I
going to
am.
be subclassing.
Wait
Yeah,
a minute.
Actually,
Are
you're leveling up.
my-
You
I have
already have
a
your
battle
my-
class.
wait, we're
God.
leveling up?
yes,
Yeah.
that's what he said.
Oh.
God.
Also, real quick, because I know it's probably going to be getting to that point pretty soon in the next few levels. Multi-classing. I'm thinking how this is going to work is very similar to the last campaign, where like you guys can get to level 20 in a class, and then potentially pick up a secondary class and level that from the start.
Huh.
I could
So,
see you
wait a
being a
minute.
fighter, though.
So wait a minute, how would this work?
You have to meet the ability checks,
Of course.
and probably, God, you're probably gonna want training and stuff, depending on it.
Yeah, obviously it's like,
Yeah.
hey, I want to be a wizard. All right, cool. Start studying magic. Or I want to be a fighter. Cool. Pick up a sword, start swinging it around, and go talk to some local soldiers and learn how to fight.
Yes.
You know.
Where's the fucking level up button?
Okay, so
But,
I
Because I remember there was something that I used to get to level 2. Now I don't remember what it was.
So yeah, what are your guys' next steps?
I would say that we need to head back to Ladriel first.
Probably
That's-
wouldn't hurt.
Return to Eladriel.
Yeah, to return to Ladriel
Hi, buddy.
and talk with the queen about making a better stand at the preparations for.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That could work. So yeah,
I
it's
was
about
heavily advised to go back as well myself.
Where the fuck is the level up button?
Okay, so you want to go to the gear in the corner?
Are you
Yes.
using Roll20 or?
Yes, I'm using Roll20.
Yeah, so go to the gear, click that, then you want to scroll down to the bottom, you'll see level plus character.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, launch level plus. There we go. My bad. Thank you.
You can also put experience if you're using the character mancer. You can put experience, like the experience
Is
requirement.
right now will we
into
be
that
able
bar.
to pick another class to take a level in, or would it be just our archetypes right now?
If you want to multi-class, you can.
I might have to with the way I'm going to play this range.
But it's probably better that you go ahead and just take that third level.
I will.
For
I will.
now.
Now the question is, what type of ranger would go well with melee?
I don't know.
Monster Hunter.
Are you trying to be a melee ranger?
Yes.
He has the dueling feat. Yes, he wants to be a ranger. That's in melee.
I do better in melee combat.
There's Beastmaster.
Boring.
Yeah, Beastmaster's kind of meh. There's the Drake Warden.
Ooh, I
Never
can get a
even
pack.
fucking heard of that one.
Fey Wanderer.
Maybe you're an
the
elf.
the ever edgy Gloomstalker.
No.
Mm.
I already know Daniel isn't the edgelord player.
Called
I can play an
Horizon
edgelord though.
Walker.
Yeah, but you're not that kind of person, you fucking paladin.
No, I'm not I have a death knight, but no.
I love
Sir,
that.
I will only-
love that.
Sir, I will-
That is such a weird flex.
It's a
I have
WoW
a Death
thing.
Knight. There's also D&D Death Knights.
Yeah, I know, but I don't like D&D Death Knights as much as I like WoW Death Knights. Not gonna lie.
D&D Death Knights are weird.
They are.
They're
Might
good
I
paladins.
say, I need to say this out loud. How perfect of an analogy was that?
Yeah,
for
it was very
Torm?
good.
Yeah,
I
that's really
wish
good.
I have read up on the lore more. Because that was so fucking perfect. I could have fucking done that and it probably would have ended it.
Probably, yeah.
I'm so mad I haven't read up fully yet.
I'll go with
Uh,
Hunter for now with my archetype.
Hunter. Okay.
I can get a
Monster
pack
Hunter or
boon.
Hunter?
Just Hunter for now.
Okay.
Hmm.
It's
Pact of
Monster
the-
Slayer specifically. Swarm Keeper I've heard mixed reviews about.
The only reason I picked Hunter is because I can technically use it in melee combat, because I do plan to take a couple levels in Fighter at some point.
Yeah, because there's like Colossus Slayer, Giant Killer, Horde Breaker.
For
Pact
what?
of the Blade is what I already have essentially.
So you're Hexblade?
Yeah, I'm homebrewed. I
I
homebrewed up myself a
forget-
Hexblade.
I forget if Pact Weapon upgrades your Hexblade. I
It
forget.
should. It should.
Because if it upgrades my Hexblade, then that would make Hunter even stronger.
It does
I-
upgrade your Hexblade.
I was about to say, I think
Hmm.
it does.
It
That would be
should.
really nice,
because
but
they're
Pact of the
meant to
Tome
work
also
together.
looks
From
nice.
like when I've read about them,
The tome is decent. I prefer Pact Weapons though.
Yeah, that
I
is
almost
true.
never use the tome.
I'm
Yeah,
only
Pact
thinking
Weapon
about
looking
is
into
really
Warlock.
one of the better.
I'm only thinking about Tome because past level 10, Deacon has or Hunter has a chance to violently explode if I use it too much. So powering up the sword isn't exactly the best idea because once I get to level 10, I like really need it, and then I have an even higher chance of blowing the fuck up.
Congratulations, Silver has 32 health now.
But honestly, that would be really good for like low level, since up to level 10, Hunter doesn't have any risk of getting damaged or exploding.
That's good.
Okay.
So
I mean, Hunter's already magical, so
I
that
believe
wouldn't
that
really do
we're
anything
all in
to it.
agreement of what we should do.
Yes, my character is wanting to go back as well.
I just want
misses
to
the
leave
tree.
the sand people, and
I want to
just
get a
want,
hold of my rangers.
I just want to leave. I don't like these people. I don't like the Loxodon.
Sarah,
Okay.
what's her opinion on this whole situation?
Sarah doesn't really care. She's just kind of following you guys. Honestly,
more spells.
This war doesn't really mean anything to her.
Eh.
One way or the other. Like, it doesn't super matter to her who wins at the moment. Like, she doesn't have
I mean, she is a
allegiances to either
mercenary.
side.
Yeah.
But
Like-
at the moment, she is with the group, so she'll follow wherever you go next. She doesn't have like a plan.
Your incentive could be that like you can't get into Hastfell. Like all of your work presides in these other 3 kingdoms.
Legitimately,
That's
the
true.
only
I mean, my
one
reputation is
there's only
here.
actually in canon 2 people who have seen the walls of the Haspel cities. That was Lord Brinzel and fucking Rat. That is actually canon. Remember that.
Oh,
That Rat
jeez.
has seen the insides of the cities.
Oh, fucking course.
Of course.
Yes, but with the downfall of Adoran and the destruction of Marabilla, everything that was kept record was destroyed.
So any of that
a
information
lot.
was basically lost. Outdated information, but still information that no one else has.
Oh wait.
So we have to make our way to the port next.
I think when I level, I can change my fighting style.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks to Tasha's.
Nice.
Yeah,
Um,
you can.
in which case I might not be a dual wielder. I might go a different direction. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, I was
For ya.
not prepared to pick a 3rd level at the moment.
Honestly, yeah.
It's
So
okay.
I'm just
you guys
going
have
through
you
through
guys
the.
can like work on it.
Yeah.
Obviously you guys are gonna like start your journey back to
Port.
Harbor so that you guys can hop the airship and go back to Eladriel.
So, we are going to harbor.
Yes.
I
Sorry.
will ritual cast augury.
Augury?
Yeah.
What does it do?
So once it is done casting, I speak with my otherworldly entity about the results of a specific course of action that we plan to take within the next 30 minutes. I will be doing this like right before we leave, pretty much.
Okay.
The DM chooses the following possible omens: whale for good results, woe for bad results, whale and woe for good and bad results, or nothing for moderate, basically.
All right. I'll roll a d4 and we'll go down the list.
Oh, wait, shit. I can't use Pact of the Blade.
Why not?
Oh, it can't be
Why?
sentient.
All right, cool.
Yeah, because
Oh.
Yeah,
Hunter's
it can't be a
sentient, and I
sentient
can't
blade
make him my
already.
Pact weapon.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah, that's right.
That is an issue.
Varlich, right? That
Yeah.
was you performing the
Yeah.
ritual.
Yeah. There's no specifics on, like, them saying what it is. All right. I will let the party know. Well, we're not leaving yet, right?
Not yet, no.
We're more or less
No,
just
you
getting
guys
like
can
prepped.
take all the time you need if there's like
Yeah.
gear,
Whatever you guys
weapons.
Oh, I still need to
food.
buy the salt.
Yeah, you still need to get your
How much-
salt,
Yeah,
dude.
How much
I
money?
might have to find a new weapon as well.
Didn't
I
you
can forge
find
one.
salt?
Excuse
You
me.
bought salt for like 5 silver.
Not in the other town. You
Yeah,
didn't
they
say
didn't
that.
have any.
Yeah, they didn't have salt.
Because
We-
apparently
we
they don't have
argued for
fucking
like 5
salt.
minutes about that.
Yeah, we argued on this for like 5 minutes, because
No,
fucking
because you
table
you
salt
said
would
a
have done
pound of salt was too much.
Yeah, a pound of salt was too. I wanted like a little travel pack of salt.
And then I think we just kind of moved on without ever
Yeah.
settling it.
Yeah,
that's
we did.
That's what
Yeah.
happened.
You did.
I have the receipts.
So
I
technically,
saved most. I
Varwich didn't ever
saved
get
the
his salt.
VODs. I
Yeah,
saved
no,
the
you can
VODs of
find
my
salt
streams.
for like
I have receipts.
5 silver.
I think
5 silver,
I'm
so
going to try out the samurai.
travel
Ooh.
bag. Of
Do you need a
salt.
new weapon forged?
I
You're lagging out.
Yeah,
Oh,
your
just
your
open
your
it back
your
up.
mic's fucking.
Can anyone hear
I
me?
didn't say anything yet.
No.
I was
You
thinking.
went from and it was just silence.
Yeah, I was attempting to think and it wasn't
Is it
working.
working now?
Thanks.
Don't hurt.
Understandable.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was
you're
hurting
back.
myself attempting to think. Let me
I'm going
take
to
a
the
look
bathroom real
really
quick.
quick.
Discord
Hold
is
on.
deciding to just make us so you guys can't hear me, I guess.
That's weird.
Strange.
But I guess I can look at prices for materials because I do want to upgrade silver.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, dog.
You can buy raw
Oh.
ore. You can buy bars.
How much would I need to make better armor for silver?
Depends what kind of armor you're trying to make.
I'm thinking probably like some sort of doggy plate,
Some sort of what?
like better plate armor for the doggo.
Okay.
Wait,
What armor does silver have currently?
The armor class is 15. It doesn't say what kind of armor they have. It just says their armor class.
Okay, so it's probably a natural armor class.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think the idea we agreed upon is that I could change out the plates of the armor to make it better.
Yes.
What is the most protective armor I can get? Fuck.
Probably like plate.
You could.
For a ranger.
You can buy.
Brigandine would probably be the best you could hope for.
1 pound steel bars.
It's like padded armor
like
with lamellar under it. It's very
5
nice.
gold
Something to
apiece.
increase my AC, whether it be my dex or my armor.
Yeah, Brigantine's going to be your best bet. It's a light to medium armor with lamellar under padding.
Plate
does that shit
armor
weigh, though?
itself for a character weighs 65 pounds, but
I mean,
you
My
you
character is not
could
well employed.
technically take that steel and make it into chainmail, or you could make it into splint mail.
Also, keep in mind, I'm trying to go into combat with 16 hit points.
yeah. That's
Ooh,
as
I
much
also
as
got
that's
holy
as
water. I forgot.
that's almost as many
Alright.
hit points as I had when I
Yes.
started.
The main,
Okay.
the main, re-
Yeah,
the main worry
yes,
right
it
now
is.
is just money because we don't
My
really
character
have to.
is my character's
Um,
gag is he's supposed to be like the
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
Verna. Verna, you asked if I needed a new weapon. If I give you my 2 short swords, can you make me a great sword?
I mean, would I be able to, God?
I'd be lucky enough if the elves would make me armor.
You know,
Like, if not, I'll just pay for it. But if you
We're
can make
pulling
me
a
Art-
Game of
and
Thrones.
I don't need the
see.
short swords anymore.
Part of me wants to say yes because that would be like a simple, yeah, you just take 2 swords, make it 1. But the realistic aspect of that is you have to deal with the material loss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would it
I
just be
mean, he
easier
can
to
melt
just?
it
I mean,
down.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That's the thing with material loss. I would have to melt them down,
Yeah.
and I would
You have
lose
to melt
some
it
of the
down,
material.
pound it out. You lose material as you work it.
Yeah.
Would it cost less to simply buy some extra material than it would to buy a great sword itself?
I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
Probably.
Probably.
Fucking
Can
work
we do that
or
then
hours work cost.
before we leave?
Think
Maybe.
of it like a mechanic.
Yeah, I mean,
You
Verna's
have to pay
buying
for the
metal.
hours work.
Yeah, Verna's
Yeah,
buying metal
if
right now.
I
She's like
will-
looking
I'll
over
give
metals
you-
right now.
I'll give you gold for my metal if you want to take the 2 short swords and add some metal to it and make me a great sword.
Hell yeah.
A +1 great sword.
I would say it'd probably take about 2 extra ingots
All right.
of
So
metal to take those 2 swords into 1 big sword.
for now, I'm going to use 2 ingots and I'm going to buy 2 ingots for now, and
So
I'll
that will
save
be
up to
10
make.
gold.
I'll give you the 10 gold.
All right then.
There's
So-
no magical merchant. Right?
So Verna is going to just buy 2 ingots so she can make this great sword.
Okay.
We're
And
not
she is going to
Should I-
head over to the
point of
forge,
finding a
giddy and
magical
happy,
merchant.
and get started.
Should I assume this is a +1 when you're done with it, just because of
Yes.
your artificer stuff? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll me smithing, Verna.
By the way, God, when Verna's done with this, can I talk to you about something?
What's up?
So Pact of the Blade says that I can't use
Not the
sentient
22.
weapons. Can I just ignore that and just use Hunter?
You're trying to do what?
I want to make Hunter my Pact weapon for Pact of the Blade, but I can't because it doesn't allow ancient or sentient weapons. I want to know if I can just sort of sidestep that and do it anyway.
I'm not overly familiar with the Warlock class. What does the pack weapon do again?
Pact weapon. Yeah.
Like, remember my flame tongue?
Proficient with
use
it
that?
while you wield it, the weapon counts as magical for the purpose of overcoming resistance and immunity to
Whoops.
non-magical attacks and damage. Disappears if it's more than 5 feet away from you for 1 minute or more. It also disappears if you use the feature again, if you dismiss it, blah, 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 blah. You transform one magic weapon into your pact weapon by performing a special ritual while you hold the weapon. You perform the ritual over the course of 1 hour, which can be done during a short rest. You can then dismiss it, something...
You can basically make it Bamf and Bamf back into reality.
Pretty much just make it magic, and further down the line you can give it buffs and stuff.
I mean, I think I get why it has that limitation of ancient or sentient weapons.
Yeah, just so you can't make like a Vorpal weapon or something into a pact
so
weapon.
you can't make like a stupid strong pact weapon at like level 3.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I
it
don't
doesn't
know how
exactly-
any party would get a hold of a weapon like that.
I was gonna say I don't exactly see how it would make Hunter as a weapon any stronger.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, sure.
Cool. Actually, I should
Because
look
I mean,
up more
Hunter's
about
already
the pact with the
technically
blade.
kind of a packed weapon for you.
Yeah, technically. He doesn't really
So
have
it
the
really is just taking that kind of mechanic and making it the mechanic.
yeah.
While you are doing that, because Verna's taken her time forging a greatsword.
I just imagine that Sarah's watching me and she sees Verna with these like mechanical spider legs just working.
Yeah, I find
I'm
something
finding
heavy to pick
salt.
up and put down and work out while I'm just watching and like what the fuck is that sort of thing.
Oh,
But
there's plenty of
also,
stuff in the smithing yard.
yeah,
You
like
had
a
some
previous
split
voice, a previous version of me is like cataloging everything and like trying to figure out how I would recreate it, even though I don't have the skills.
My character's
Um,
where we are, by the way.
yeah. But while you are performing that packed weapon ritual with Hunter, the shard that you have
Oh,
begins
there
to
we go.
heat up.
Oh no.
what the
I
fuck?
assume it's in like your pocket or something.
Yeah, it's in his pocket.
Okay. Do you pull it out of your pocket?
Yes, very
Okay.
quickly. He might be dead, but he can still feel things.
It's warm to the touch and it's glowing faintly as you're performing this ritual, right? Like you just sat down, you're starting to perform this ritual. And the crystal kind of like raises up out of your hand
Floaty.
and like floats over and melds into Hunter.
Oh, cool. What the shit?
I want to know Hunter's reaction to this.
I have no idea. It just did that. I didn't make it. I didn't tell it to do that. It just happened.
I ain't gotta explain shit, it's magic.
I don't know how to explain this shit. It's just magic. But, you know, same plan as always, find more. I don't really think anything's changed. It's just now they might have a habit of melting without the need of a blacksmith, which is very nice. Because the elves are fucks and they don't know how to handle a real sword.
I'm gonna pull a Craven Edge from fucking.
Oh, God.
Critical roll.
Okay.
Always.
Verna, you are able to successfully make a longsword.
Greatsword.
Greatsword, whatever.
What about
Longsword,
that?
greatsword.
Don't say that around Thou.
Tomato Camaro, it's all the same thing. Anyway.
Tomato Camaro.
That's worse.
Yes,
than
let me go
raw.
drive my fruits.
Ooh.
So yeah. Sarah, you now have a greatsword.
Excellent.
Deacon Hunter is now your packed weapon.
Perfect.
I found some salt.
Okay, so
also Deacon, where that that shard melded with Hunter has a faint like red glow to it now.
ooh, fancy. Interesting.
Blood red, bright red,
Dark red,
It's a
pomegranate,
very like
mauve,
muffled, but it is like a dark red.
Okay, so like old blood.
Yeah.
Got
like
it.
coagulated blood red.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, same thought
That's
process.
interesting
Let's go, guys.
considering
L5.
Hunter's mostly like silver. Very nice.
It just
Anyways,
looks like you haven't cleaned your weapon in a minute.
Yeah, I'll get right on that. Don't worry. Also, I can take Misty Step as a cantrip.
Yes.
Yeah, it's fucking fantastic. Warlocks are great.
I'm
Warlocks
taking
are
Misty
fucking great.
Step because fuck you.
He's going to Misty step himself into a wall.
Yes. I'm going to Misty step myself into a wall, and none of you can stop me.
I hope
That's
you Misty
intriguing.
step
Best way
yourself
out.
off the airship over the ocean.
God damn it!
Oh god.
That would be funny because Deacon both can't drown and can't fucking swim.
No,
Oh.
but you can take impact damage.
Oh,
That
so
is
he's
true.
like Verna. Except Verna's gonna sink to the bottom faster.
Yeah, Verna sinks faster than him. He just
Because
kind of
Verna's like
floats there for a minute
350
before
pounds.
sinking.
Okay, so you guys all do your shit. Is there anything else anyone else wants to do?
Nothing I can think of.
I think I'm good.
I
You need to get done.
Mostly just me asking around looking for a human paladin by the name of Thedos. You can
Nice.
laugh, but this is a side quest I've been trying to keep private so far.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
well, okay then.
Remind
Actually, yeah.
me, does Thedos have a particular
He
deity?
is- He does the same deity I follow, which is the elven
Okay.
patron, the elven the all mother of the elf goddess Patreon or fucking pantheon.
Patreon.
Yeah,
Patreon.
Pantheon.
The elf
Give me your
Patreon.
money.
The elf. She's the equivalent
The
of like
elf
Odin, but
Patreon.
for the elf pantheon.
You go to the church, right? Like the
He's
chapel.
Sacred
also
church.
not. I will state this before you get into that. He's also not tied down anywhere. He's traveling in a armored wagon.
Right. Okay.
Finally.
Yeah. No. You
Just a
go.
reminder.
You check out the church because you're like, that makes sense. If anyone would have seen him, he probably would have been to the church, being
Yes.
a paladin. And you find like the bishop there. His name is Bishop Albright.
All right.
Varlich, this is like your bishop, right? The guy that's like in charge of you.
Mm-hmm.
He's the bishop of the
Oh,
chapel.
wow.
He's not like a cardinal or like top
robotics.
The reason I don't say my god's name is because I have no idea how to pronounce it.
Because it's tree speak.
Don't worry, God has messed up Torm's name multiple times.
Thorm.
It would be funny if it
Why,
wasn't so
why do I
sad.
imagine that Elvish
Pronounce
speak
it,
is
please,
similar
because
to
I have-
fucking
that is my
Vietnamese?
patron's name.
Torm.
I would.
Fiena?
Adrifena.
Yeah.
Adrifena.
Erdrifenia.
It might just be the Irish me fucking it
Adrifenia.
up. I don't know.
It does seem like Gaelic or Irish.
Yeah.
It's just not the way I'd pronounce
That's
But-
usually how they pronounce such things. So yeah, I'd say Adrifenia.
You meet with Bishop Albright, and he mentions that I do believe that there was someone here a few months back that fits that description. He was here for maybe a day. You know, he gathered some supplies and then continued on his way.
Was he alone?
He was, to my knowledge. Where he went is beyond me. I didn't see which way he went after he left, but you know, he came in, he stayed the night, gathered supplies, and left.
I see.
He just left.
Did he have any parting words on where or what he might be doing or heading to?
No, he kind of kept to himself. He talked only for the commerce of trade and to get a room.
Understood. I will take this information and I will part with a measly donation for the faith. There is 5 gold pieces. That's all I can part for now. I wish I could part for with more.
Well, you gotta keep in mind,
The
like,
bishop,
for a commoner,
the bishop bows and thanks you.
5 gold pieces
deeply.
is like Like
That's a lot.
That's a lot to like
rich.
normal people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
these are
we're
like
rich.
normal people. 5 gold is like
Hey, don't
$5,000.
take away from my church's fucking donation money, okay?
Five gold is $5,000, dude.
Torm needs money.
Torm,
Yeah, and
Daddy Torm needs
I
more
take
money.
my leave, and I'm going to try and. I'm just going to. I know there's no success to this, so I'm not going to even roll. But I'm going to. My character's going to try and see if he can spot anything on the way out, but to no avail.
Yeah, no, he like the bishop said, he was here a few months ago. Any traces of him would have been long gone.
Yep.
I will also see my bishop, probably after Thal. Maybe before, I don't
You
know.
guys kind of just like cross paths. You're going in, he's leaving.
Hey, how you doing, bro?
Yeah, you meet with Bishop Albright.
I will say, Thal, you've seen Varlich a lot more stern and serious looking than usual.
Oh no.
You went in after I did, though.
The man is going to murk somebody.
He's mentally preparing. He's mentally preparing.
That can't be good.
Hello, Bishop.
A young Varlich, what can I do for you?
I only have one question. No one has come to disturb our temple at all. Not the right hand.
I beg your pardon?
They haven't come yet.
What was your question? You kind of cut out.
Oh, my bad. The right hand hasn't shown up.
No, I can't say that it has.
Still far away. Please, Bishop. I want you to inform me in whatever way you can. I will hand him my sending stone.
Okay.
From Verna.
The bishop looks to you and says, "Are you going on a pilgrimage?"
I'm currently aiding a group that I have found. They like to get in some trouble, and they're good people, though, so it would be Tom's duty to help them.
Yes. Well, it is not my place to hold anyone here. May your God guide you and show you light.
Please just activate the stone if there are any suspicious people within town. I don't want another temple to go down, especially not the one of my hometown.
Bishop Albright looks to you and says, "Of course."
Thank you.
Wow.
And
That got serious.
he will go to the temple, pray quickly, and leave.
Okay.
Can I find a kid?
After
What
Verna...
kid?
Yeah, like any like hooligan looking child.
That's a
Why?
weird question. That is a weird question after you get a great
I would like
sword.
a small boy. No, just kidding.
Oh, we're not doing Shotacon right now. Hell no.
Just do I see any like hooligan looking teenagers or children or anything?
Might I
there's
add, you
plenty of
have said
children
this on
running around
Twitch
and
now.
playing.
You have said this on Twitch. This is live. We have the
For one
receipt.
that's like, I want to see if I can find someone to like egg
The
bread
longhouse.
gods. No, the bread gods like something.
His
Just
shrine.
straight
You
as we're
want
leaving
to
town.
hire some delinquents to egg his shrine.
Yeah. For some spite.
Roll me a perception.
Okay. Oh, okay. I have bad wisdom.
You're pulling a fucking Scanlan, might I add.
9. Yeah, I
There
know. I
are-
thought of that too.
There are no
Spice?
delinquents that you can see.
There are
Town is too
no
hard.
delinquents.
There
Delinquent
are
roll.
no
Spice?
delinquents.
This town is
Roll
too
for
hard.
delinquency.
Roll for delinquents.
Next time.
Next time I'll get my spice.
Yep.
Um,
That's
well,
all.
everyone's like,
I was just gonna do it on the way out of
after,
town, but if I don't see anyone, then I'll save it for
I'll
next time.
Alright.
well,
get you
everyone's
next
like doing
time.
their
Gotcha.
things after Verna forges the sword. She will actually be waiting by the gate, praying.
Okay.
And in her hands, while she's praying, is going to be a talisman of Lord Grinzel.
Okay. Yeah. For sure.
Cool.
Yeah, no worries. Eventually you guys all meet back up. You have a very uneventful journey from foothills to harbor.
The wildlife is starting to learn.
Fucking finally.
Question: do I know who Lord Grinzel is? Like, would I have ever met him for any reason?
Met
just
him
heard of him.
probably not, but
Heard
heard
of
of
him?
him most definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah, like
Okay.
Lord Grinzel
You're
is like basically he was a king who brought peace to the land.
your
Yeah.
adopted grandmother.
What?
What?
Aren't you
Confusing.
playing one
Add
of
a
the
few other couple
followers of?
tens of adopted in there,
Oh,
and yeah.
you changed it.
Wait, what?
Well, so
I'm
Or wait,
so
no,
so
no, no,
we
yeah,
weren't
it's
sure
different.
that I was going to be able to play, so we gave the stone, like the adopted stone, to one of the other guys,
Okay.
and then I just came in separately and
Sad.
stole it off of someone.
Oh,
I wanted the adopted child to Sarah.
No, but I did make sure I had beef with
Hey, Lord.
the bread god, anyways.
Understandable. He's a dick.
Okay,
He
so you
really
guys
was.
are
He
in
smited
harbor.
you.
Before
I
you
don't
guys
even know
leave
who the bread god
Chaldea,
is.
It's
Paylor.
Paylor, the god of agriculture.
You will find out.
It's a long running con. It's
It's a
fine.
long
Ah, a
running
long
thing.
con. The best kind.
We shall kill Paylor one day.
Honestly,
I don't.
before
either
you
fight
guys
God
leave Chaldeas,
or
is there
become
anything
him.
else you guys want to do?
No.
Aside
Actually,
from
I actually
maybe come back and
wanna-
kill the worm. No.
Would there
I don't think so.
be like other
I wanna kill that
artificers
worm.
in harbor?
I want to take
Would
its
there be other
hide.
artificers?
Yeah.
I wish
Yeah.
Ask
There's
God.
like one's working in the airfield, one's working in the port. They work as like maintenance essentially.
Okay then. They probably
I
wouldn't
will
be able to
say-
help me with what I'm planning.
I will say to Thaldarin, as Varlich, I'm sorry you seen me like that.
Everyone has
Please.
business to attend to. I am no one fair to judge after you have seen me with the four earlier.
Bygones be bygones.
So if there's no more business to attend to,
We get on the airship
guys
and head out.
begin the long journey back to Eladriel. And what is it? 2.5 months?
Yeah.
During the
Something like that.
journey, Verna from time to time will just be in her workshop, just tinkering and everything.
For those of you who have never been in an airship
Oh,
before,
God,
I'm going to need a Constitution save throw. And for those of you who failed that save throw the last time, I'm going to need it again.
Oh, God.
Great.
So, yeah, basically everyone, but actually
Dirty
everyone.
20.
Dirty 20, you're good?
22.
You're
I'd
good?
say
Great.
it's probably fair
My
to
stomach is hardened.
I'm gonna
I-
go
I-
roll.
Learned.
I'm gonna go roll
I
my
have
real dice.
learned.
You get Sarah?
I would assume I've been in an airship.
It's a
Actually.
possibility.
It's quite
In
possible,
one life.
yeah.
It's not a rare
it's
technology.
pretty likely. I've been around for a while. It's pretty, and I've traveled a lot. I'm pretty sure I've been in an airship.
It's quite possible. This is just to figure out if you're going to get airsick or not.
Do you want me to still roll anyways?
No, you're good. If you
Okay.
if you've
I mean, go
traveled
ahead
by
if you
air
want.
before and all that,
I would. I've been assuming I would have at some point. Yeah.
the only other person that would have needed to make it would have been Whack, but they are not here at the moment.
I'll roll for him.
Negative
Flat D20.
1. So that's a 16 for me.
15 flat.
Yeah,
he's a
you're
barbarian,
all
so he's
good.
got a high
Everyone is
con.
fine now. Everyone's like, all right, done this before, got used to it.
Never
You
done it
guys have
before.
a relatively
Oh
uneventful.
god, button's still on here.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
What are you talking
There we
about?
go.
What are
Sad.
you talking to beat?
What you talking about?
During the airship ride, Verna is going to be in her workshop, and she's also going to be reading some books about souls.
Why
Okay.
is your character icon so big?
It was during the first session we were doing character introductions.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Verna's
Yeah,
just like
Verna, you read plenty of books on like current knowledge on souls, what they are, where they come from. You don't really. It's still pretty much a great unknown.
She's still trying to
and-
figure out how she got it. And
yeah.
this has been one of the biggest plagues on her life. It's just, how did I gain a soul?
Quick question. I just thought about this.
Hmm.
You guys can finish though.
No, you're good.
Go ahead.
Would Varlich had seen Thal like leave the church, or what would I roll?
It's quite possible you could have seen him coming out of the church, but like it's church.
I'm gonna roll a
Take me to
D.
church.
I'm gonna flip a coin real quick. 1 sec.
While we're on the airship, Sarah is going to be going through different like meditations with the blade and different like forms, just to make sure that she works on using a heavier, longer blade than she
Well,
has
there is
been
like a
using
training
for a little
area
while.
on the airship,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, so I'm gonna spend most, if not all, of my time in the training area, partially with the sword and partially just working on my strength full out, like I already mentioned before, which is what I do with my downtime. She's gonna lift hard.
Why did I imagine she tries to bench press Verna at some point?
Oh, absolutely. She doesn't even notice you're on the bench. She just like lifts it up. Oh shit! Sorry, Verna.
Roll me a strength check for that
Oh
one.
no!
Because you have to remember, Verna's like 350 pounds.
And I'm not that strong. That's why I keep trying to work on my strength.
Yeah, Verna's fucking heavy.
She's a warforged. They heavy.
Yeah,
Yep.
no, I strained something, and
Oh, dear.
it's all over.
You hurt your shoulder. You gotta take.
I just imagine
Oh,
like
ow.
I just imagine she like walks into Verna's workshop when she's like
You-
reading and thinks I could probably lift her. Tries. Ow!
Sarah, you can, however. What is your strength score, Sarah?
14.
Okay. After like 2.5 months of training, go ahead and make that 15.
Woo!
Nice.
Thank you.
So we landed at the big tree, by the way, right?
Yes. After 2.5 months, your journey is up, and you are back in the mother tree.
Perfect.
We are
For
back
some
in the
of
mothership.
you,
Back at the
Arledge,
Cheers,
this
by the
is
way.
your first time seeing the mother tree.
This is probably the first time anyone on this continent has seen a dragonborn.
Probably, yeah.
No,
Mm.
no.
Really?
Yeah, because there's all sorts of trade and commerce between all the other countries.
Yeah, but
So like
dragons are
travel
kind of like a
and
rare
all that.
species, but yeah.
True.
True, but elves do live a long time. So,
Yeah.
but even then,
No.
like seeing you, they would have been like, "Oh, that's a dragonborn. Okay,
That's
cool."
neat.
Sitting at the ripe
Especially
age
a
of 73.
Especially a metallic dragonborn.
But yeah, so you guys make it back to Mother Tree in Eladriel. Verna, you land in the airfield at the top of the tree, and you are greeted by King Grimlock and Captain Fitz.
Bernard will smile upon seeing them. It is good to see you too.
Aye, Verna, it's good to see you again too.
After
What's
some
it
time
been now? 4 months? No,
More like 5.
6. 5 or 6 months now, yeah.
But
We've been working on them prints you gave us.
But I was going to ask about that. How is he turning out?
Well, we've hit a snag, and they like take you off, and like they start talking to you about like little like gimmicks and things that they can't quite work around. What do the rest of you do?
You just see Berta being dragged off by 2 dwarves.
Hmm.
No, a dwarf and a gnome. Captain Fitz is a gnome.
Oh, right.
Well, Deacon is in the home of his descendants. He might as well see what the fuck they've been doing.
Trees.
Nothing
is
looks
a
like it's
fucking
changed
disgrace.
at all. There's some more like dwarven stuff scattered around this like landing field. But it's obviously like dwarven made.
Thal is going to head straight towards the throne room in search of the queen.
Okay. What of the rest of you? Sarah, this probably isn't your first time here.
No.
You've probably done work
For them, yeah, definitely.
for them.
If Verna is off doing business,
Yeah, she was dragged off by.
yeah.
Verna was just kind of unwillingly drug off.
Like
Yeah.
she was like striking up a conversation. Now she has to go do artificer shit.
Okay. I don't really have anything that I know of in the city to do. Is there anything that I know of nearby that I find interesting? Like, should I just go back to a bar?
Go find a wood elf bar.
I'll go find a wood elf bar.
Drunk.
It is about time for the Lunar Festival.
Ooh.
You can see,
Fancy.
you all see decorations like getting put up and down like the entirety of the tree, while you're all getting drug off and doing your own things. The Lunar Festival is held in like the middle of winter.
Oh wow, that's approaching.
Makes sense.
And it's a festival. It's held specifically on the night of a full moon,
Ooh.
when the moon is closest to the Earth as it can be.
Blood moon.
No, not quite a blood moon.
A blue moon?
A blue moon. It gets a bluish hue to it.
Blue moons are second full moons a season. Blood moons are like the closest a moon
This
can
is
get
in the
to the
real
Earth.
world.
Yeah, in the real world, yes, but I'm
It's a full
real
moon as
world
close to the
reference.
world as it can be, and it is given a bluish hue.
Okay.
This festival is to celebrate the previous year
Yeah.
and to look forward to what is to come.
Okay.
There's also like things for like harvest, like prayers to next year's harvest, giving thanks for the previous year's harvest, all that sort of stuff. It's basically like a big wrap up the year event in celebration.
All right.
So they're setting everything up for that now?
Yes, they're currently setting stuff up for that.
Okay. I will go see if I can make myself helpful.
Okay. Yeah.
Just in the setup.
Yeah. So they're setting up in the city, but the festival does not actually take place in the city. If you're looking at the map, you can see a crescent moon-shaped field off to the right.
Yeah, right here.
that is where the festival actually takes place.
Okay.
They have like a giant burning of.
Burning Man.
It's not Wickerman.
Oh.
Isn't the Burning Man Festival literally a scam?
Yeah.
But there's
Kind of,
like,
yeah.
they create these large fires
Like
that
Woodstock.
they set ablaze, and there's food, drink, games,
Huh.
the whole like, um, yeah, Sarah, you're able to find work and put yourself to use with the elves.
Cool.
No issues.
You are of use.
It's just like help putting stuff up,
I do speak
lighting
Elvish, so
lanterns.
I think most of
that
us do.
probably
Not gonna
helps.
lie.
Dwarven,
Create
elven,
like
orc,
help.
and
You help
undercommon.
making the decorations with like flower wreaths and all that.
Cool.
Verna, you are continued. You're drug off essentially all the way to the workshop.
Alright.
Grimlock and Captain Fitz are going on and on again and again about like small like changes to your plan that they've made, design changes, different concepts that they've thought of for it. Like they're really just talking your ear off, right? As they're just kind of like pushing you down the way.
They're like, okay, you have to help us here.
And eventually you come into like the large opening of the workshop, and you see a model design of your print in front of you. It's life size. It's an actual make of your print that you gave them before you left. But Captain Fitz says we've tried numerous things and we just cannot seem to get it to work. And he gives you a demonstration. He loads a 10-pound cannonball into the barrel, stomps it down, comes around to the back, turns it so it's facing out towards the fucking forest, takes the wick, lights it, the wick burns down, and just smokes. It doesn't fire.
Well, that's mainly the problem is this isn't exactly a cannon. It's the same concept with peacemakers. It's not exactly a ball, it's more of a Verna is going to pull them aside to one of the planning tables. And is going
they have the print laid out on a table.
Yeah, she's going to point out the fact that it actually isn't really meant to take cannonballs.
What?
It's not meant to take ammunition.
It's not meant to take traditional ammunition. It's meant to take its own kind. And she is going to basically make out a rough sketch of basically a artillery shell.
I mean, while you're there, you have all the stuff you need.
Yeah, she is going to make
it real quick.
Yeah, she is going to
make
do
a
that.
small model, or just make one of the rounds. And
Okay,
She's going
so
to
roll me what goes into making these rounds, Verna?
I feel like it would be a mixture of alchemy, and smithing or tinkering.
Okay. Then give me those two rolls.
Because alchemy it would make sense for like gunpowder,
Mm-hmm.
like making the powder mixture and everything. That's a crit.
Yeah, no, you perfectly mix your powders together. You're like, yes, this Now you got to be very careful, and you get like the finest amounts down to like the 100th of a gram.
And then that's good on the shell.
And then you're just like, yeah. And then you take the 2/2 of the shell. You got your mixture in there. You put them together, and you just kind of like weld it shut. And you take like your little finger welder, and you give it a very rough weld.
It's not exactly meant to be a perfect. It's meant to like show off like what they're supposed to.
Yes.
You managed to get the cannonball out of the fucking.
Berto literally pulls back a mechanism, like it just falls out. Like,
bonk.
And she just picks it up and puts
It
it
smacks the floor and like rolls a little bit before you pick it up. You put the new one in.
Alright then. And then she will close it and she will realize that she will tell them to step back as she will tie a piece
Step back, cover your ears.
Yeah, stand back, cover your ears, all that. And she will step back with a very thick piece of metal twine, and she is going to pull.
All right, well.
I basically
your
designed
projectile goes launching off into the distance and is lost in the horizon.
You made an artillery cannon.
Yes.
More.
Verna is a
Well,
genius.
that's gonna be fucking. That's gonna be good. I approve.
That's as far as I thought it would.
I'm sure we can tweak the distance.
I just imagine they look a bit shocked by what they just saw.
Oh, they do. They're like, wait, hold on. There's an opening in the back. We thought we had to get like a plunger or some shit and stick it down in there onto the cannonball and pull it out.
This isn't a cannon. This is well, yes, it is a cannon, but it's not what you think. It's meant to more lob the shots than send them.
A mortar?
Very similar, except larger distance and
made a
higher
fucking
caliber.
mortar cannon. A high-powered mortar. Of course.
All right. But yeah, they completely misunderstood like your print.
I mean,
they're just like, all right, we will get to making another 9 of these so that we will have 10 working. What do we call it?
Artillery.
Artillery. All right. You see, they had taken like detailed notes of like your measurements for the powder and all that. And
she will tell them, you might want to improve what I did with the show. I kind of threw that together.
Yeah. Grimlock's like, don't worry about it. We'll make some tweaks and some improvements. You see, Captain Fitz whistles, and everyone starts getting to work.
Now that that's settled.
Sarah's helping the elves make decorations, put up decorations. What about the rest of you? Thal went off to the throne room. Anyone else?
Alright. What? Sorry,
Deacon is he's going to try and look for a library. Try and see if there are any records of just
no,
what
there's a library. There's a very extensive library near the base of the tree.
Perfect. Time to go looking for history about a dragon.
So for Deacon,
war.
Deacon, you have not seen Mother Tree. This is an entirely new experience for you. This is like a 1,000-foot tall tree that has been hollowed out, and the elves live in it.
They really just took that stereotype to the extreme, didn't they? God damn. Hey. He's a little impressed.
You're kind of following behind Al for a little bit, but then you lose him at some point.
Yeah.
But yeah, eventually you find a library at the base. The library is the entire inner circumference of the tree, with like about like 20 to 30 feet recessed,
Mm-hmm.
and there's just like it's this cubed cubby holes that like you see in like the movies and
Oh, the
the
bird's
TVs
online.
and shit, with like the scrolls and whatnot.
Yeah.
That it's
Sort of
that just
shelves carved into the
all
walls.
yeah, and all along the entire circumference of this inner wall is just shelvings filled with scrolls, books, tomes, dating back anywhere from like thousands of years ago to like 2 days ago.
Oh. Well, time to head to the thousands area.
Okay. What are you looking for specifically?
Pretty much any records of exactly what he did or his old people or what might have happened to them.
Okay. Yeah, you're
Generally anything involving
looking
mentions
around.
of a war against a massive dragon.
You find a book. It looks to be like a children's book, but it's titled "The Death of a God."
Hmm. Well, this
And
is
it really it's illustrated and worded like it's a children's book. But it gives like details into like a village that like so correct me if I'm wrong, this is out of game. Deacon killed a god.
yes,
Why was that again?
because it was essentially stealing the souls and dreams of his people, which included his daughter. So he decided to say, "Fuck it, nobody else can do anything, and no one else is helping us. I'm gonna kill a god."
Okay.
he
So yeah,
literally just
essentially
didn't do
what
the
this
guy.
book is it's a very over dramatized children's story of that. Like long ago there was a town that was beset upon by an evil god, and the god ate the people's dreams and blah blah
It's very
blah.
much like
And
something
one
that you tell
day
children.
a hero arose.
Yeah, it's a children's story
Yeah,
depicting
it's an
Deacon getting
yeah.
it's essentially what he did.
Yeah.
Deacon saying, "Fuck it, I'll go kill a god," except more children friendly.
Yeah. Worst part is, didn't even save his daughter. So he
Oh.
lost his life,
So like
his family, his people, his daughter, and now he's stuck with the very same god who
but
killed him.
this children's book obviously just ends with and the hero and his town lived happily ever after. It doesn't have like the true ending.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, it's a little dark for a children's story.
But that's like your first clue that you've been able to find. So
So they do remember me. That's a start.
In
Not very
I
accurate.
will say it. My bad.
Deacon pretty much just closes the book and puts it back and keeps looking,
okay.
just hoping to find
all right.
something.
Varlich, is there anything you are trying to do?
Knowing that there are elf followers of Torm, I will be looking at all for any form of statues, probably not temples, but statues or shrines to Torm
Okay.
around the tree.
Okay. The shrines and like temples, so to say, they're just kind of like really small buildings. Are all outside of the mother tree in the forest. But they have well trodden paths to get to them. So you ask around a little bit, And they're like, oh yeah, you just go down out the tree, you follow this path, and it'll be out there like 30 minutes out. You know, you get clear and concise instructions on how to get there.
So it's a perfectly okay shrine. There's no
Yeah, no,
damage or
it's
defacing.
well kept. Torm has an active following here in the Elven Kingdom. Even outside of the Elven Kingdom, and like the gnomes, the dwarves, the tabaxi, you know, it's an active following of Torm. So this is a very well kept shrine.
They aren't here.
Pardon me.
Is there anything you're trying to do at the shrine?
Observing if the offspring of the sister branch, I guess you could say, or renegade branch is here or not.
The quote unquote right hand.
Yeah.
Okay. You do not see anyone that seems out of place or suspicious.
They haven't made it off the continent, at least, so far. I'll head back to my group.
Okay. Roll
Can I
me
actually? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
roll me a perception check real quick.
You're turning, you're walking away from the shrine, you're headed back to Mother Tree.
Perception. 19.
19. Okay. Let me. You hear off in the woods a little bit the sound of a branch snapping. You turn to look and see, but there's enough trees that you don't have a good visual.
Am I alone?
But
Like, fully solo, alone.
yeah, should be.
Yeah, you're aside from the other clerics at the shrine that
Well,
are
that's
like
what I meant. Like,
30
no
feet
one.
behind you. You're not
Okay.
entirely alone, no.
Do they look like if they heard the noise, they cared about it at all?
No, they all seem to be pretty heavy into their prayers and rituals.
Nothing to and continue walking back.
Okay. Cool.
Do we think we're going to be in town for a while?
Yeah, definitely.
Probably. Why? Or possibly.
I also want to go to the library, but it doesn't need to be today if we're going to be in town for a bit.
Yeah, we're gonna be in town for a bit. Don't worry. We're not gonna be here for like a day and then bounce. We're gonna be here for at least a weekend.
Okay, never mind then.
We're probably
I'll
gonna be here
save
for at
that.
least a
It's
week.
not an emergency.
Then we will go to Thal.
Oh, I should have mentioned after Brenna finished up her business with helping them figure out the artillery cannon. She is going to go to the throne room as well.
Okay. We will start off with Thal. You have made it to the throne room.
Is the queen there?
She is not. Her handmaiden is, though.
I should have history with her.
Yeah, you know that the handmaiden is usually not too far away from the queen. But if the queen is like traveling between places, the handmaiden always goes ahead to prep it.
Well, the queen should be here soon.
Where is Her Majesty at the moment? I have dire news to discuss.
Well, she's on her way back from the Lunar Festival grounds. She was doing her annual like grounds inspection. She should be back within the hour.
I see. Is by chance has any word arrived from the four before we arrived, or before I have arrived?
No.
Well, that softens the blow a little bit.
Oh boy.
To say this to the least, I will impart this wisdom with you, since you and I have been able to speak to each other before. Peace negotiations did not go well, and it would seem that my plans, or at least the advice I was trying to give before, might be the more approachable reaction that we should be taking, as I had foreseen, or at least I had tried to advise.
I see. Well, you're welcome to have a seat. You're familiar with the throne room. There's the queen's throne, and then there's like a long U-shaped table for like delegates, diplomats, dignitaries, and such to have seats at.
I'm not going to take a seat. I'm going to stand by the table, but I will not take a seat. Is there, perchance, any of my fellow rangers still on watch, or any off duty at the moment?
Yeah, your rangers like core. What do you want to call it?
Uh, it would most likely just be the Elven Rangers, or the what would it be called? It'd be a ranger.
They're
The
working as
the park rangers.
Forest wardens.
They would be. They're not wardens, because these guys either take the missions that require them to go into enemy territory and take something back, or soften up the area before the main force shows up, or they're the force that goes into allied territory that's being hit hard and tries to soften the force invading before hitting it back.
So vanguards.
Yeah.
Kind of. We don't essentially do a frontal attack.
They're working as usual. You know, they do have their shifts and whatnot. But yeah, like things haven't changed since you left.
That's right.
Well, I would highly advise that if you can, if not I will, that word be put out for them to be at the ready and to be making for defending our borders. Or at least have them move to the borders to be able to be ready to move out for war.
Of course. You see, she bows. Would you care for a drink or anything, sir?
No, and I don't hold a rank much higher than you. I would insist that you and I must at least appreciate this. I will be frank with you, or plain and upfront. Negotiations have failed.
Oh. Just
Negotiations have failed. We will not have other allies waiting to negotiate with the invasion. They want to go to war. They would not listen to reason. And as I had tried to advise earlier, I recommend that our rangers stand ready to deploy for any sign of scouts.
Of course. Okay. Cool. Verna, you walk in.
Not the death bit. That's his. I'm guessing the queen hasn't arrived yet. Correct? Brenda asks as she like walks in.
Oh yeah, no. The handmaiden bows and says, "Ah, yes, Miss Verna. The queen is out at the moment. She was doing she was out at the Lunar Festival grounds, doing the grounds inspection. She should be back within the hour, though."
I'm guessing that Sal has already explained the value of negotiation.
Yes. Should I call for the rest of your party?
If you wish. I do not wish to disturb a matter. This should be more or less a discussion between.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Uh, the handmaiden waves for you to have a seat. Like you're welcome to have a seat, Verna.
She
You
does. She will
see
pet the silver.
Sal standing next to the table.
Verna will pet the silver. Woof. Woof.
Woof.
Do I see the queen at the training at the grounds?
You are still within the city. You're still within Mother Tree.
Oh, I wasn't helping them move stuff from here to the grounds.
No.
Oh, okay, just okay, cool, no
They
problem.
haven't quite gotten to setting up the grounds yet. Um, they're still like decorating and setting up in the city. But a little bit goes by, and the handmaiden motions for you to stand up, Verna, as the queen's approaching.
Verna does stand up.
The queen walks in, greets you, and has a seat in her chair and says, "Well, what news have you?"
Matthias is. Negotiations have failed for but they are willing to at least accept an alliance if he proves that we are willing to go to war.
Willing? What do you mean?
Matthias believes that a attack soon would be the best chance. They are willing to help us against how yeah.
What the lady believes to say is they are wanting allies, but they do not want to stand idle. They want to make the first move.
They are willing to hold back for a year, but only a year. They want proofs that Eladriel is willing to stand if when war is eventually brought.
You see Queen Illidrassi is just sitting there thinking, listening to you recite what happened with the High Four. And she turns to you, Verna, and says, "What would they have me do?"
They want proper military response, raising of armies, building of weapons. I have explained that what is left of the people of Adoran and the dwarves are ready and waiting, but they want to know that the people of Eladriel themselves are willing to.
"What army can I amass? We are only 1,000 strong."
Any people who are willing to fight. Those that you are willing, that your people are ready and willing to defend the homeland.
If I may, let the Rangers go. They are ready. They are able.
What would your 300 men do?
They would provide the much necessary aid that the others are demanding. My lady, I would insist that it is a wise move
if we are to keep the others from being at our throat, should this time come and pass.
And leave our borders exposed?
That's
If we do
entirely.
nothing, they'll be exposed anyway, my lady. I provided my advice before. I insist that we do not let the others go to war without aiding them.
Even materials, even showing up materials, equipment, stuff, anything in terms of support will raise their acceptance. Bias. They do not want to sit idly. They want to take the fight to side. But that is the problem. They want to go to fight. The entire kingdom, the entire country is willing to go to war. So that is why I say that we need to show that we are ready and willing.
You see the queen, despite usually sitting in a very upright and proper position, gives a very heavy sigh and slumps into herself.
Oh no.
And she looks to you, Verna, and says, I would not have my people go to war. I would not send my people off to their death.
What is unavoidable with Asphalt? You know the madness of our being. You were there firsthand yourself when Asphalt first declared war. You saw the destructions they brought. You saw what it took to push them back. But do you not remember them?
I remember quite clearly.
That
But
is why.
that remembrance is exactly my reason for reluctance.
That if we sit idly, why talks? Eventually what happened to Ataran will happen to not only Eladriel, but Hammerfell as well. And even Portonus. I mean, Chaldea is not Hammerfell. I understand, Window. I understand that I am not Rorogunza. I am not the man that united the kingdom against the common enemy. But what we need is the people to understand that there is a threat greater than anything we face yet. They have things that we cannot understand. They must be willing to stand and fight. I understand that you do not want to send your people to death. But you are a leader, and so am I. We must make the most difficult calls all the time. I know I did when I had to. That was one of the most difficult things I've ever.
Verna, you know that between you, the dwarves, and the elves, you barely make up a legion. And especially with your recent intel about the Haitian army's size, that also seems to be dampering the queen's mood and like initiative.
They said so long ago, when you accepted my people, I am willing to lead. I am willing to do what I can. I have been in everything. We've done everything we can. But we must show resolve, much like how they is. We're willing to fight by our side. But we need to show that we are willing to fight this
fight. You see the queen sits up straight again, looks to you and says, I will not make the decision to send my people to war. Rather, I will step down from that position and give it to you.
Sure.
Al is just going to lower his head.
Stand.
Thal, knowing the Elven army's size and what you guys have to go up against, I imagine you can kind of understand your queen's reluctance.
Yes, but Thal is also one that isn't going to shy away from the fact that there is a common enemy and that someone is
Right.
backing out of allying with others to fight that enemy.
It's not that she's backing out of the fight, it's that she
I mean,
doesn't
kind of
want to be
is.
responsible for making that call of sending people to their death.
Ah. I see. So she's pulling the typical politician.
If she could help
Or
it,
higher up, I suppose.
if she could help it, diplomacy would end the war and no one would have to die.
Well, obviously.
She
From what
knows
she's
that.
done so far, that's very clear.
But it's become very, very clear that there needs to be a major call done.
Verna, you know that in secret, Eladriel or Illidrassi, sorry, has had negotiative conferences with Amudi, obviously to no avail. You yourself have never been present.
But I know of that.
Neither has anyone else. No one has ever been present for these supposed conferences, and no one's quite sure how they work. Not even the handmaiden has ever been there, but you know that they occur.
That's
Thal, you have
worrying.
no idea about that.
Understood.
That's not something that you would have knowledge to.
I'm only a ranger captain. I am not some big high and mighty person.
Yeah.
Verna will take a deep sigh. Just that. This call is meant to me. And she'll look to the queen. Have what able-bodied people we have be ready.
How long would they be ready?
Have every able-bodied person we have ready. Equipment, all that.
essentially Candy's saying we should get everyone who can fight able to fight ready. Which is a pretty big undertaking. But
It would take, you know, a matter of weeks to get the standing army ready. But to train those staying behind well enough that they could provide some sort of defense would take 3 months.
Yeah.
At least.
We have time. But we do have time, but not a lot. Should be able to hold out.
Very well.
But the thing is,
you see the
we
queen.
still are missing one part of this puzzle.
The queen looks to you and says, "Very well. Verna Hildegard, steward of Adoran, you are hereby in charge of the armies of Eladriel."
Verna will stand up and give a bow.
You see that she says this with a very heavy heart. She doesn't want to do it, but she knows that she doesn't really have a choice.
Yeah, this is kind of necessary to keep everyone alive.
It's unnecessary. Verna will stand up and bow. I don't know what to do. I will do everything I can. Sure, that
She looks to the Elven Queen looks to you, Thal, and says, "I want you in charge of this legion."
I will do what I can, my lady.
you do the
And
best.
with that, she stands up and walks out, leaving you two in the room.
Verna will take a sigh. Look at that. I know it's what you will do, but it's just. I understand that she did not want to make the call. But times there are necessary evils that must be. That's not. She probably gets to work by organizing Sage.
I would agree. This has been a most eventful day.
You don't know the how. We're going to have to figure out how to organize equipment.
I will see what I can do about the Rangers.
Do whatever you can. Those are your jurisdiction.
That you're able to gather. You're able to gather the standing militia, essentially enact a draft in which all able-bodied men and women are essentially brought into like these training camps, and over the next couple months are trained to essentially be a militia. Over that time, you hear rumors of a peoples that live beyond the mountains in the bogs.
Okay. Like towards the Great Fungal Groves?
Yeah, just like somewhere past the mountains. You hear rumors amongst the soldiers, especially the Rangers, because they actually travel that far south. Kind of, they get like up to like the mountains and sometimes a little bit beyond. But the rumors of a rudimentary / like ancient culture, civilization living in bogs and the fungal groves. Nothing hard standing to like really like put it into like concrete evidence, but like
just rumors so far, nothing
rumored,
like actual proof or anything.
yeah, just rumors, like mysterious glows of what appear to be fires in the fog at night, or strange calls.
Interesting.
Very much so.
Wait, did we do a time jump?
Yeah, basically.
Kind of.
Kinda.
It's been like a month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're like they're training.
Can I go to the library then at some point in that month?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I am going to look into Percy again, because this is where that incident took place. This continent, at least.
Okay.
So that was the automaton that I had made, like 300 years ago or something. That I wasn't
Yeah.
sure if it was destroyed or not.
You find what almost looks like a court record, right?
Okay, yeah.
On
Oh boy.
Oops.
like detailing events that start taking place 2 days after a mysterious explosion off the
coast of Adaran.
Mhm.
Oh dear.
Um,
God damn it, Sarah! What did you do?
I was dead. All right. I don't know what
There
happened after
was-
that.
Lots
There
of alcohol
That's
was
what
involved.
everyone says.
Lots of, al-
There
lots
was a
of
number of
alcohol were involved.
investigations, but no one was ever able to find anything or like as to what could have caused the explosion. There's a statement from Grinzel, Lord Grinzel, in there that basically states, "I had no idea what was going on. Didn't know that was there."
The standard wiping your hands of things.
Yeah.
No, like a genuine, like he had no idea
Yeah.
that
No. I mean, this was like.
whatever was there
like
before the
when
explosion
like
was
I
there.
imagine when Verna went
Yeah.
to investigate, she was very confused. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
Verna
Verna,
would have
you
been
had
able
no
to
idea.
tell that this was an artificer shop at one point.
Yeah, probably.
Well,
If you're lucky.
if there was
Probably.
anything there.
Hopefully.
If
When
there's
they
anything left.
in this record, it states like there was just like a giant crater filled with water.
Damn.
Like, where's according to topographical maps, there was an island there, but when they go to look at it, there's no island.
It's
Alright.
just
gone.
I make a
fucking
note to
gone.
see if I can figure out if I can find out if he sank or something. Like if he's just on the bottom of the ocean. That's like a later thing though.
Okay.
Like potential sea excursion.
Well, we
Alright,
will
cool.
have to head into the sea eventually because of
Yeah.
Artonis, but
I will keep that in mind and I'll mark down in my own notes just as a reminder, because it's been a couple hundred years, where about that location was in relation to where I am right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Okay.
in case I need that info later.
Cool.
Other than that, I think I probably help with the training actually, if they'll allow it.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, that would be a good plan.
Yeah.
I just imagine that whatever Verna's time is spent helping train the artillery corps.
Yeah, so over they managed to make another 2 of those artillery. Do you guys want to do anything about those rumors that you heard?
Yeah.
I mean,
What was it?
I
Weird
would
people
like
in the
to.
mountains?
I would like to as well.
Some kind of ancient civilization living in the mountains.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
That piqued my interest because ancient civilization.
Same.
Reminds me of Deacon. So I want to check that out because
Also,
Deacon
always
here
sounds
up for
interesting.
Verna's always up for exploring ancient stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So like the training's underway, and you guys are like, all right, this is going good.
Actually,
We're
Deacon would
going
probably
to
be able to help as well.
Yeah, training's going good. You decide to leave it in the hands of the standing military to train these civilians. And say, Verna, you're essentially just like, we're going to go investigate these rumors.
Yeah. Like, you never know when these rumors might lead to something amazing.
Right.
That could be bad.
So, with that, you guys start an expedition. Essentially, you gather your goods, and you make it to the mountains, past the Rainbow Plains and the farmlands.
I'm sorry, Rainbow Plains?
Yeah, Rainbow Plains.
Yes.
Double
Love it.
rainbow.
Oh my,
Love
that's
it.
right.
What
They're
they
fucking
are-
elves.
What the Rainbow Plains are is a
Hello.
few thousands of acres covered in any and every variety of color in the visible and ultraviolet spectrum.
Oh shit.
Oh, sweet.
As
Oh.
flowers, shrubs, trees, fruit, vegetables.
It's just very colorful.
Yes, that's why it's called the Rainbow Plains.
Oh, it's called that because everything's fucking rainbowed.
These rumors that we heard about, are these like new rumors or have these been around for a while and just no one's really gone to check?
Well, so when it comes to the Great Fungal Groves and the Desolate Bog, right? There
Yeah.
have been expeditions in the past, but anytime an expedition has gone, they either don't return,
Oh shit.
or if someone does return, they're completely mad.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
Well-
this will be interesting.
indeed.
Because I just realized that my last life was here on this continent
Oh.
for like a very long time. So
So-
I like wear a hood a lot while we're out, just in cases.
Smart.
What?
Okay, yeah. And so you guys get through the mountains. There's like essentially it's really just a goat trail, but it's enough of a goat trail that you can follow it through the mountains. It takes you guys about 3 weeks to a month to get down. On the far side of the mountains, there is a expedition camp that's almost permanent. Because every expedition team has come through here, they stop at this camp, and then they start their journey.
Ah.
And that I think is where we're going to call session.
Yeah, that seems like a good place.
Cool.
Um,
That was altogether really fun.
Yeah.
Secret tunnel.
Through the
no
mountains,
secret
secret
If
tunnel.
we
Secret
light all the torches
tunnel.
at once, we'll be having light for 8 hours.
Yeah, because that's how that works.
I love that episode.
Yeah, same. It was interesting.
It seems like a good place.
So yeah, everyone is level 3. I'll let Whack know.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm gonna check out this samurai. I've never played it before, but it's got an interesting ability.
What is it?
Like 3 times per rest, you can give yourself advantage on all your attacks until your next turn. And with
Ooh.
my action surge, that could be really good later.
That is really nice, yeah.
And I switched my fighting style, so I have great weapon fighting, which means I reroll 1s and 2s on my damage dice
That is
with my
nice.
greatsword. So I think it could be a good combo.
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty good.
Yeah.
that sounds good.
How's that One Piece campaign coming along?
Knowledge?
Hey, Hicks.
Is he alive?
I think
Are
the
they?
silence is the answer.
Are you? Oh, I saw something. I saw live.
How's that One Piece campaign coming along?
We haven't fucking done anything.
Right? Yeah, that's
For
what
some
I seen
reason.
Carlich. Because
Yeah.
he's just had like a rough few weeks, I think. He hasn't really been able
Oh.
to write something.
Ah, right.
At least I think that's what's going
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'll see you guys next time.
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye.
Ah.
Yeah, babe.